called pneumonia.
I'm always sick here in Arizona.
So
when are we beginning?
Sucks.
Oh shit! I hit the button. I didn't want to push. One moment. I might.
Oh, hit the button. We're all gonna die.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
The stream is live. I'm just trying to.
Oh, hi, Shay. We're just a bunch of idiots. Ignore us.
Pay no attention to the people randomly talking.
Well, I mean, the stream's live, but I'm trying to get something to work first. Hold on.
Meh.
15 feet.
It's been a while since Aria played her violin in the Tantalium. 16.
It's
All right,
been-
so
Oh wait, did you look to me?
Thank you.
so
I'm gonna
we
steal
are,
you.
guys, with how many characters there are in the Tantalium now. Today we're going to be starting and of how even though we have like the later start, we always end up with people being late. I have written something new.
Uh-oh.
I call them interludes.
What?
I call them interludes. By the way, the stream won't be able to see my my video just because it's not going to work based on the fact that I'm trying to stream, record, and do everything. So stream won't be able to see my video until until Tal comes back from her vacation. Anyways, like I was saying, sorry, hold on. I'm trying to fill out some stuff, and now someone is messaging me. How the fuck do
It's
I
not me.
spell bureaucracy? God damn. That's how.
Start with the word bow.
No, it's not actually.
B-E-A.
I could.
That's
I
not how it
spell
is.
the word off the top of my head. I had to Google it when coming up with that title.
Yeah, bureaucracy is B-U-R-E-A-U. Crassy. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it's bureaucracy.
Give me a moment. I am... Bop.
Now the song's gonna be like stuck in my head.
Okay, yeah, Mitchie says he can play, so all those things that I said that I don't, that I just said that aren't going to happen now, I have to re-plan to put back in. So, give me another 5 minutes!
Wait, I think I have to go. I'm just kidding.
I will kill the next one of you who says that you have to leave.
What if, crap.
You wouldn't kill me.
What if, James says he can join?
Then, no, he wasn't signed up for today in time. Definitely not.
Itchy!
Hey, friend. Sorry. That,
Nah, you're good. Shit happens.
yeah, it's like, is it happening? Is it not happening? It got pushed back an hour. The people say they're not. I'm like, fuck it. Not doing it.
Dude, you're
I'm
here,
going.
and that's all that matters.
There we go. I am happy that I can be.
Okay,
We're the cooler group.
so
anyway.
first
Yeah,
off,
you
Mitchie, when you get on to the Roll20, go to your settings, because you will see that if you enable, like where it says receive from others, you can set to receive video.
Video?
Yes. And
Are we doing video chats?
if you'd like to, feel free. Yeah. Does everyone hear the music?
I do.
I gotta mute it.
Same.
I can hear the music.
I don't know why
I'm
I'm
counting because I gotta figure out how much shit Lambog.
I don't know why I'm unable to hear the music lately, and it's kind of annoying.
Don't worry, Dylan. I don't mute your music.
Good.
There you go.
Because
Well, I like my.
I just got a nice haircut today too, so it's like.
No, Krieger! Sorry, Mitchie.
I thought I want to submit.
That's so loud.
The thing turned up.
Huh? Oh, the music? That's because I'm trying to hear it. I don't know why, but okay.
I
Well.
want to see Mitch.
I feel like, honestly, Mitchie's the only person whose face I inherently know in my head. Because just to start with, his face is on Discord. The rest of you, I had to assume, like, some of you have sent me pictures of your face since then. But, like, let me see. Dylan, I only know him because I met him in real life first.
Hey, what's
Claris is just a bird.
I'll send you one. I don't care. I just people see.
You are just a bird.
I'm annoyed because I can't see Mitchie. I don't know why, but
I can see
I can.
myself.
it's probably because the fact that I have to. Oh, there we go. I see.
Very smug.
I see Mitchie now. All right, so let's get started. And to kick this one off, because this is a Claris arc, and those have been interesting. And I'm planning on introducing some new multiverse villain threats that aren't related to the Burned Hand. Ooh!
Damn it! We gotta think of another way other than dropping a building on them.
It's an Earl too.
Oh man!
So for anyone watching on the Twitch, we're sorry that you are not going to be able to see our videos yet. This is because of weird tech stuff, and our tech girl is not. She's with her boyfriend and on vacation. So,
Have to say available.
that being said, available. Thank you. So the first thing that I want to point out to you guys is that, as I was saying a second ago, in between arcs, I have, with how many NPCs you guys have, and of how I feel like people are like, who the fuck is this person, who the fuck is that person, you know what I mean?
Mm.
I think we forget Shushkar every single time.
Yeah, I've written, and since people tend to be late and we end up having all this time that takes for just start up before the session actually begins, I have now added something to each arc I call interludes. This is shit that's going to happen in the Tantalium before you guys get called into the White Room.
So not your basic random shenanigans that happen?
No, they are not. They are no longer your basic random shenanigans. They are NPCs seeking you guys out for different reasons.
Oh, that's neat.
Wait, I haven't touched your characters. That's not good.
And the first
You have a bunch of
interlude,
characters.
the first interlude for Birthright and Bureaucracy, stars Zarus.
Dun, dun, dun.
Zarus.
My question is, can I smite it?
Please
Zarus,
don't smite my characters. You'll probably get hurt.
You are sitting in the Tantalium doing whatever it is Zarus fucking does. Are you in the common room or are you in your own room?
I mean, he would be in his room, but he can be out in the common room.
No, you'd be in your own room. That makes this funnier. So Zarus is in his own room, doing his own Zarus thing or whatever. You know, maybe like I don't know.
Tends to his garden.
He's tending to his garden, like, and
And
he's
his
got
baby.
and the baby. He's got
Or
like
drinking tea and
a
playing checkers.
I'm guessing Zarus has like a floppy sun hat on. He's wearing like a gardening apron. It's pink with little frills on it.
No.
Well, it probably says, "I'll smite your god" on it or something like that.
I'll smite your god or beat them in checkers.
And as you are like pouring from your special, I don't know, Helena-shaped watering can,
What?
you just suddenly aren't in your room anymore, and you're out in the common room. And Tybalt is standing his full, like, 3-foot height.
Half of Zarus?
Half of Zarus, and he points up at you. And he looks up at you, and he goes, "Sit down and shut the fuck up." And there's a chair that appears behind you.
Uh-oh.
You want a seat too? And Zarus makes a seat for him.
Except it's more like a stool chair.
He angry.
Sit down. And shut the fuck up. Zarus sits down.
Yeah.
When he realizes that you sitting, he still only comes up to your, like, waist. He imagines the floor depressed down, like, a couple feet. So it's where your eye level is. And he says, "All right,
He seems very grateful.
listen here, you arrogant piece of shit. We We, and he means the Vicarians, never claimed to be infallible. When we escaped the Void Dragon and brought all of creation with us and created you and gave you the gift of life, you all were originally like, wow, these guys are pretty great. Look at that. They made us and began to worship us. We never asked for it. Not a single time. But much like a child loves their father, you all loved us. Now, after millennia, after more than millennia, I have lived countless of thousands of lives and seen this happen. You are ungrateful.
This guy?
No, the other guy. So, I'm not saying that I hate you anymore. I never did. You are my children. I love all of you from Meridana. I helped create that world. I granted it the gift of knowledge. I granted it the gift of magic. But we have problems too. The world is falling apart.
I'm glad that you finally realized that.
We've always realized that. We're trying to stop an apocalypse while you are sprinting around the multiverse listening to someone who isn't even from Meridana. And now you've brought me involved in this shit because I can't leave! Huh?
You're welcome, you're not dead. I mean, I could have left you with the burned hand guy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Be less of a shit. And he starts turning to walk away.
Oh, are we like soulbound or something? Because I really hope we're not.
No, we aren't.
Okay, what's with your weird mark on my arm?
You're an acolyte now.
Ah.
I lost an acolyte with having to ban Maynard. You're taking its place.
Lost a lot of acolytes that night.
No, they were fully made clerics. It would take 10 of you to equal one of them, Zarus.
That makes no sense. I fell all of them off that cliff. Alright, well, you do your thing, not being dead.
And you do your thing, being maybe a little bit more understanding of the people that you used to love. Fucking mortals, he says, and he wanders off.
Gods. You gotta treat them like people, otherwise they just have their giant god stick shoved way up their ass.
Gain
I'm a god.
Gain an inspiration, Zarus. The next interlude stars Lambog.
I didn't do it.
Lambog, you are minding your own business in the Tantalium. Maybe you're like having a really great day. Like, you know, you woke up on the right side of the bed. You come up out of your room.
Oh no, she's making a shopping list.
Yeah, you're making a shopping list, and you're kind of like on. You're maybe like on the floor, drawing in crayon for your shopping list. Your legs kicking in the air. And you stand up as it finishes, and you look at it and you smile, and then at the speed of about 10 miles per hour, a sheep slams into your gun.
Hold on, I need to roll Constitution.
Throw up on the sheep. Throw up on the sheep.
Nope, she holds her stuff.
Yep, you hold your stuff, but you do go BURG as you're slammed into by the sheep. And a greased up boy appears beside Sheep's song.
What? You should really stop that.
Give me my book.
Oh, yeah, okay. And she reaches in her bag and pulls out the Book of Bedazzling.
That's not my book.
What do you mean you're not? This is not your book. You said we'd know it when we saw it.
You have the other book. I know you have it. I registered it coming through.
This is the book.
It's not the book!
Well, I gave the other book to Locrian. Oh, by the way, Locrian, I gave you a book on how to make pillows.
And now this
really?
now this interlude is starring Locrian as Bright Song ambles off. And Locrian, you are minding your own business in the Tantalium, probably tending to Lola or something. You're facing a bit of artwork hung up on the wall while Lola's like clinging around your neck, and you're pointing out like, "Look, Lola, isn't it pretty?" And then out of nowhere, slamming into the small of your back, comes a sheep hurtling at 10 miles per hour.
Ah!
I'm sorry.
And X, roll me a strength save to avoid being knocked prone, because he hit you from behind.
This won't be good.
Yeah, I definitely got knocked over.
Strength save.
I love that it wasn't even a question with me.
Locrian, you are knocked flat on your face. And, hold on, I'm going to put on some music.
Can it be epic sheep battle music?
No. You're knocked flat on your face, and then the greased up boy appears beside Sheepsong and says, "Give me my book."
I don't think we've met before.
I am Bright Song, one of the best multiverse scholars to ever live, and the most powerful wizard in this place. And the sheep goes, "Bah. You will.
Oh, it's me!
You will give me my book."
Look at me! Look at me! What does your book look like? I don't think I have any book of yours. It's my first time meeting you.
It looks like several sheets of paper in between a cover and a back with a spine holding it all together. Not a literal spine.
Are we in my room? Is that where we are?
No, you were in the common room.
You're in the common room?
Yeah.
Well, if there is a book, I probably left it next to my sewing machine. You can go check it out.
Yeah, the sheep starts nudging you in the direction of your room.
Okay, alright. Walk towards my room. There's a book on how to make pillows.
The sheep, you have never seen a sheep look angry before, but this one pulls it off. And the small greased up boy pauses for a second, puts his hand over his mouth, and goes, "I realize what's happened here." And both the sheep and the boy begin slowly walking away.
Okay. Do you need the book?
I am about to start turning people into frogs.
What? No.
I hope I'm not gonna be turned into a frog, please.
You're fine! This isn't your fault.
Okay, thanks.
And
Let me find your book.
I hate you all. Siegfried eventually, after several hours of Bright Song meandering about the Tantalium and asking, "Has anybody seen Lambog?" You hear a gentle butt on your door, like a pat.
Siegfried opens the door.
It's a sheep.
Are you the angry sheep?
The greased up boy appears beside him. Is Lambog here?
I don't remember. They were here a while ago. I don't know if they're still here. They're pretty fast for a little kid. Do you need to be sheared? Is that why you're so upset? I'll help shear you. I used to tend to the sheep.
I don't need to be sheared. I need My book!
Oh, did you lose your book? I can
No.
help you find it. A good hero would help the sheep find his book.
I know exactly where it is. Lambog stole it.
What? That kid's like a hero, and like they're gonna be heroes someday. They wouldn't steal your book.
Bright Song's eyes cross.
He's talking to one of the dumbest people in the Tantalium right now.
And this is why I read to Siegfried and not Helena!
He pauses. The greased up boy looks up at you and says, mandatory room inspections.
This wasn't in the.
Good luck getting into Elena's room.
Yeah, but Helena would do the right thing and tell Lambog to give it back.
I mean, I guess it's kind of cold. You might want to put on some clothes.
I am a sheep. I'm wearing a jacket. And
What about
the sheep trots inside with the boy following.
It's a tundra.
This is... You find this comfortable?
Oh yeah, me and my dad used to go and cut down trees to make canoes and stuff. So it's what I do for free. So.
By the way, it's very clear that the boy looks like he's from a place equivalent to Puerto Rico or other Latin America places.
He's a Puerto Rican boy.
So
That's the way you said
the sheep and the boy trot inside, and Lambog, your stealth needs to
I'm
be.
in a hole in the floor.
You need to roll me a stealth versus his investigation.
Oh god.
Okay.
Oh man, you should check out this one tree. It's just like the one back at my house when I used to live on Meridana, and my dad made it into this big canoe with a bunch of intricate like wolves and all this other really cool stuff on it. He was
Lambog,
gonna sail it upriver and
a hand reaches into your hole and pulls you out like a rabbit out of a hat.
oh, what are you doing, Lambog?
My book, please.
You should let go of Lambog.
I offered you the book and you didn't want it.
You being mean to Lambog? Lambog, is he being mean to you?
He's trying
Siegfried?
to take the book.
Siegfried, the sheep looks at you and says, "Do not make me cast a spell right now. Give me the book I sent you to get."
You never told us which book that is, so I assume it's this one. The other one's mine.
The other one is a code breaker that is essential to my work. I'll write you a new... Wait a minute, why am I even doing this? And he just imagines a book exactly like that one. Oh no, he doesn't remember it. That's why he needs you to get the fucking code breaker,
Yeah,
right?
he can't. She'll read through it and be like, it's not the same, and it's gonna disappear.
Give me my book and I will write you a new one.
Yeah, like a sequel.
She's gonna pout and go, you and what thumbs?
Oh, he's got the little hooves.
The sheep fumes.
You'd like to...
Give me the book. Give me the book. Give me the book. Give me the book. Give me the book.
You don't need it no more. You learned your lesson.
I can yell too!
If it's a sheep, it should sound like, ah! Please give me inspiration for that.
No.
Heather, if you don't give Bright Song the book right now, you're gonna lose inspiration at this point.
I don't have one to lose, so
You're gonna get turned into a fucking newt if you keep this up.
someone will turn me back.
Will they? Book. I will make you a new one. Give me the book.
She's gonna look at you and say, only if you say please. I don't listen to bullies.
Please.
Okay.
Give me my
That's
book.
it. She's gonna reach in the bag and just kind of like hug the book and then give it to you.
The
But
greased
I really
up
would
boy.
like a copy, please.
The greased up boy takes the book and shoves it into the sheep's wool. And Bright Song went, "You'll have a copy when you are a good girl," and trots. And the boy disappears, and the sheep begins to trot away.
Pick up the sheep!
Wait, I'll have a copy when I'm a good girl, and what?
And the boy disappears, and the sheep begins to trot away.
She, like, rants and raves with her fists in the air. I am the goodest girl, and you promised!
There's a fleeting ba, and you gain an inspiration.
To be fair, Bright Song should know what happened to the last person Lambog thought broke her promise to her.
Oh, yeah. The last interlude is Krieger and the whole Tantalium.
Oh boy.
Krieger... Let me put on his theme song. Krieger's having a sale! It's a special event celebration. First up, there are party hats, party poppers, and confetti all over his stand. And he calls out that there's a special thing happening in the Tantalium today, and that you are definitely going to want a party hat and some confetti to celebrate. He's selling party hats, party poppers, and all sorts of other party supplies for 1 gold per thing.
I got no gold.
Lambog says, do you want a hat?
Not particularly.
Trust me, you will want one.
Why?
Can't tell you, but you will want one.
Do the party poppers use gunpowder?
No.
Did he say yes or no?
I said no.
Never mind.
So is anyone buying any party supplies?
There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Alright, Zarus and Locrian. What are you guys buying? It's 1 gold per thing. Add whatever you want to your inventory. Any sort of generic party supply. Party poppers, confetti, like Vuvuzela horn, shit like that.
Oh, Boo-Boo Sailor Horn? Fuck yeah, Boo-Boo Sailor Horn.
I don't know.
We're gonna go.
Yeah. Oh, there's those clappers that you see at sports events.
I
And
think
they,
I actually do some booze or somewhere.
so what are you guys buying?
I'm gonna buy some streamers. I'm gonna buy a couple hats, like 5 hats. Make that 6 hats.
Oh, Locrian's gonna have a party of his own.
Actually, make that 8 hats.
Oh man, he's selling party cakes too.
Yeah. Like, literally, any party supply that you can think of, just you can buy right now. 1 gold a piece.
Birthday cake. Can we have cake?
Yeah. Don't worry. I'll be supplying cakes, so don't worry about that.
Okay. Okay.
All right. And after you guys have finished buying stuff, Krieger throws over a little blanket over his counter, and it's a little sign that says "temporarily closed for business."
Oh damn.
Oh wait, the rest of us can't buy anything?
No, this is me assuming you guys have bought all of your little party
okay.
poppers and your
Cool.
party supplies. All right.
Oh, I want to buy some plant seeds.
Yeah. So you guys get all your party supplies, and that is when we are done with the interludes, and your bones begin to rumble.
So,
Our
send
phones?
directly to the place.
Everyone goes into the White Room. The first thing you notice is that Tybalt is present, and
Oh,
he's standing.
Who's that?
Tybalt, the god of knowledge, and
I wouldn't know.
Meridana.
Locrian doesn't know.
yeah, he's Meridana's god of knowledge, by the way.
But now Zarus is an acolyte of them.
The first thing you guys do notice is that he's standing where Krieger normally does, and he has his book.
Oh boy.
And
Do we got a more confident person?
Tybalt
Find
says,
out.
regrettably, Krieger has decided to retire from being your point of contact, and I will be taking over from now on. And now you guys know why he was selling party poppers. Does anyone set off any of their party supplies?
Zarus sets off like a popper.
Rose sets off a popper and pulls out a container of funfetti icing.
Gonna help.
Yes.
Now then, since I will be taking over from now on, the first mission that I'll be sending you on is that I have found a discrepancy in Meridana's timeline. It must be rectified immediately.
Wait, we're going to Meridana?
You are being sent back to Meridana in the early days as after the Height of Hope's destruction.
Take a moment. Think about that.
So, last time we got sent there, they lost contact. You won't have that issue, will you?
No, you were sent there by... after looking through Krieger's notes, you were actually sent there by accident. Some sort of chaotic force pulled you there. This case, we're sending you there intentionally, meaning that we shouldn't have that issue. Now, the problem that you're going to be rectifying could in part be why the apocalypse was so violent. The fact that the timeline of Meridana was broken, causing the balance of the world to shift from order to chaos.
Don't pin this on Aria. I know exactly what you're talking about.
As such, I'm going to be sending you to the town of Tathingdwen. You recognize that, Aria, as the town that you're from?
Yeah, Aria says quite verbally and with an accent. I could not get it down in time for this. Basically, imagine a British accent.
What?
Posh British accent.
Pip
What?
pip chewing what?
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh no, let's not.
Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar with this section of Meridana, it is located in the far northwest, I believe. It's in the heart of the Vorkar city-states. Tathingdwen is one of the free cities in the area under the protection of several very powerful persons. You will be going to pull one of these persons out with you. Only one. Of your choice. It doesn't matter who. That is as much energy as we can afford at this moment, unless Tyr donates that we can send more.
What if I soul bond?
Tyr says, if you soul bond, I will kill whoever you soul bond to.
Hey!
I'm not interested in dealing with any more of your shenanigans, Zarus.
It's so good!
No, this is Tyr saying that, not Tybalt. Now then, your main goal is to fix this discrepancy. I don't know what the discrepancy is, only that there is one. Meaning that this Meridana, if anyone is familiar with Tathingdwen, you may notice things that didn't happen when you were experiencing this time the first time. Do you understand?
Would that be helpful?
Likely not. It simply means that something has changed in the past.
And we're there to fix it, or we're there just to grab one person and take them?
You're there to fix it and grab a person. Tathingdwen has several persons of interest. Tyr is fine with any of them.
Gotcha.
But you only get one, so make your choice carefully.
I'm guessing we'll get the list once we show up and meet these people.
You can make the list as you want. It should be very obvious who are the powerful people and who aren't.
Why did Isarbu roll stealth?
That was from earlier when Lambog was hiding from Bright Song.
Yeah.
So we're going to the past
To
of
fix it.
Meridana.
Yes.
So does that mean that we were all somewhere in Meridana? Or I was in Meridana?
Yes. Don't try to wrap your head around it, Locrian. I don't think you're smart enough to figure this one out.
Whoa! Ouch.
Locrian.
Now then, You guys all have the door appear behind you. If there are any questions before you go, ask now while I turn on the light in here because it's getting a little dark.
My character doesn't have a question. I have a question though.
I have an answer.
Can I have my actual the right token?
We won't need tokens tonight.
Listen, last social session we got bullet by a freaking punch boxer.
I don't have any maps.
I just need to. Okay, I'm gonna just keep track of her health on here.
Huh? If you want,
Never mind.
you can just keep track on your sheet.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
On the May.
So somebody that I know, let's say one of my old uncle's dad passed away, and right now they're alive, but if I were to try and talk to them now, I wouldn't be able to, but now that we're in the past, we can't.
We're there to fix the timeline, not make it worse. You probably
Exactly.
shouldn't do
I
Don't mess with time.
I'm sending you all very far away from anyone that you would normally meet. The only person who here knows this area, I believe, and has been here before and knows the town, is Aria, and that is because her family owns the town.
Oh. I have time to look at Aria.
that. Is there a chance we might run into an alternate Aria?
No, not at all.
Unlikely.
Alternate Aria was not present during this time.
I got Aria.
Well, that's good.
Now, this will be happening at around the same time your first interactions in Port Brixton started. immediately after the Height of Hope's destruction, originally. Meaning that you guys arrived in Port Brixton, I believe, what was it, 2 days before the Height of Hope's destruction? This is 2 days after the Height of Hope's destruction. Oh, sorry, not 2 days. Sorry, this is about 2 months to 3 months.
Cool, so we got on a
Magic is still
boat,
wonky.
left Brixton, and ended up in this place.
No, that was significantly after. Alright, I'm going to quickly lay out what your timeline and adventures in Meridana. When you guys froze time in Port Brixton, that was 2 years after the apocalypse started.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry, that was 4 years after the apocalypse started.
Okay.
When you guys first entered Port Brixton, it was 2 days before the apocalypse started, and now you're coming in 3 months after the apocalypse started.
Right, so effectively in that timeline, it feels like we left Port Brixton and a few months later showed up in this place.
No, because this happened significantly... Well, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, like there's a gap in time, but effectively...
Yeah, I understand what you're saying now, yes.
Yeah. Okay,
All right.
cool. No more...
I'm guessing we still can't cast magic.
Why would you not be able to cast magic? Oh, yes.
Because
The apocalypse things. Tathing Dwen is quite far away from where the Height of Hope was originally, and corruption had not spread that far yet. In fact, you'll find that most people in Tathing Dwen do not believe the apocalypse to be a real threat yet.
Oh.
fuck yes.
They are literally on the other side of the world. You may start noticing some strangeness, but it was 2 months after I sent you here that Tathing Dwen was destroyed and all its inhabitants killed. So, in any event, we're hoping you can rectify that and prevent Tathing Dwen from being destroyed.
Send them to Port Brixton.
You guys did a marvelous job, I hear, with Port Brixton.
Yeah, I've got them. They're taken care of.
In any event, feel free to head through the door whenever you're ready.
Simon already walks in.
What do you mean Simon walks in?
Like, walks in the door to leave.
Oh, I thought you meant Simon just shows up now. After the
There,
briefing.
what's the first one I went to into?
Yeah, Simon like bolted to the door.
I thought so. Alright. Simon goes through. Is everyone else going through?
Uh-huh.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wrong choice.
I think
I won't do it.
I'm resisting.
You guys appear in the town of Tathingdwen. It's this very, very small town, maybe a couple hundred people from what you know. It's nighttime, the street lamps are lit, and it's a foggy night.
Oh, no.
You guys are in a sort of town center. Normally you guys get dropped in town centers when you show up in the front. And as always, conveniently, there is a tavern nearby. And there is, up on a hill, a large manor that dominates the area. It dwarfs every other building, and as you guys kind of like look around, you're pretty certain that this manor can be seen from anywhere in town.
Whoa.
You see the manor, you don't see the gate that leads up to the road that leads up to it, but you're pretty certain that there's a gate there. It looks like a rich place.
Nice things.
Around you guys are, you can see down some of the streets, are small groups of people. And for some reason, the air seems very, very tense. As if everyone was waiting for something to happen. It's almost a hostile air in the town.
Oh boy. I should take calm emotions.
What do I roll to see if I know what's going on?
You don't. You don't. This doesn't seem familiar at all. You were never here, Aria.
Oh man, let's roll knowledge history, since we have the god of knowledge.
Yeah, go ahead, roll knowledge histories.
Ooh, let's see.
Not a horrible score.
23.
20. Nice.
So Zarus. Oh no, this is a group check, isn't it? Yeah.
It is now.
I was about to go, oh shit, and then I remembered I'm not Lambog anymore. Seriously, her rolls.
Okay. So you guys all know the history of this area because this was a big thing in the early days of the apocalypse. As the final army was forming, these city-states up here, all zealously got behind the final army because although they didn't really believe in the threat of the apocalypse happening, they believed in increasing their standing. The town of Tathingdwen, however, refused to send anyone to the final army. They didn't allow the final army draft. They didn't allow sending criminals. They didn't allow any of it. They didn't participate, actually, in the final army at all.
They just funded it.
This is mostly because of the city was originally under the protection of someone named Alvis Ray. Now, this area of time gets sketchy, but eventually Tathingdwen ended up being attacked and invaded by the rest of the city-states of Vorkar and was burned to the ground before the apocalypse ever reached this area.
Weird.
Now, when you guys think on that, though, for some reason, that doesn't sound right to you. Because anyone who got higher than a 20, so Elandra, Zarus, and Israbo, you guys feel that
Do we get,
What?
do we get a bonus from Zarus being here?
Yes, that's why I said that you guys got over 20.
Oh, okay, right.
Anyways, you three, that doesn't sound right to you. And you remember an alternate where, like, you remember that reading books on of how, like, news reports and such, that Tathingdwen, although they weren't involved in the war effort, this was handled respectably by the other city-states. and there was a lot of fear and respect for the leaders of Tathingdwen, Alvis Ray and the Hawken family. The fact that the city was destroyed immediately sets off alarm bells, as that's probably the discrepancy.
Okay, time to save another city.
Don't blow it up.
We're still we need them.
Does
Well-
anyone have the background spy?
No.
Anyone have any background similar to spy?
Hermit.
No, definitely.
I have entertainer.
I have noble.
Helena? And
No, Simon.
oh, Simon. Simon
Aria's
especially.
noble.
Simon, Aria has noble, and Elandra has an entertainer.
Boa's entertainer.
Bo is an entertainer as well. Locrian, what do you have?
I'm a guild artisan.
Okay, so you wouldn't know this. Those people who I said noble or entertainers, you guys can roll me for entertainers a knowledge history, for nobles and investigation.
Fuck.
Oh, man. Well,
These are single checks.
Oh. Hey, I did good.
13.
no.
Oh,
Yeah, Simon.
Simon, you know this, being a prince.
Mhm.
The first key to taking over a city is propaganda. If you can entice the citizens of the city to try and overthrow their leaders, the job gets a lot easier. Israbo, you
Yeah.
remember Alvis Ray the Paladin, and of course, Aria, you know this too. I'm giving you this because...
Alvis was not a paladin.
Sorry, yeah, Alvis Ray was an elf, however.
Was it?
And he was labeled as the protector of the city. Simon, you know, with your nat 20, that would be where your spies would likely recommend you start. To turn the city against the Hawkins family and Alvis Ray. Oh yeah, everyone who's an elf or a half-elf, are you guys doing anything about your ears?
Sure.
Wonder's always disguised, so.
Yep, Elandra's in her disguise.
I look more human than Elfie, maybe? Always been a thing.
Your half-elfness is still evident, though. You need to do something to cover it up.
Want me to help you with that?
Get some scissors.
yeah.
Locrian, you just have advantage on a disguise check to hide yourself.
On a disguise check?
Essentially, yeah, some sort of way to disguise yourself. Do you have a disguise kit?
No.
I do, so I
Okay.
can help.
I do.
You have advantage to set him up. Elandra, you need to take care of yourself and roll me your disguise check.
I mean.
Isn't Elandra already a disguise, though?
Pretty much.
Yeah, but now, like, people are actively going to be checking, essentially. Normally, I allow it for free because no one really cares, and it's hard to see through when no one really cares. Right now, you're in a world where they definitely care. That's your disguise kit and your charisma for decepting for you, Elandra. And for you, Bo, it's dexterity to apply it to Locrian.
Okay.
Hold on, I have to fucking.
And then I'll get Zarus after Locrian.
Well, Zarus is a tiefling.
Yeah, Zarus is a tiefling,
I
meaning
mean,
that...
sorry, why did I say Zarus?
Okay, yeah. Locrian... Well, hold on, you need to re-roll that, because I said this was at advantage.
Oh, I thought that was just for him. Sorry.
Nope, you have advantage to hide him, because he just doesn't look very elfy. He looks kind of like half-elfy.
Okay,
More
but
human than
like,
Elfie.
No, I'm
but
taking...
like,
I
what
know.
how did that even... Did I roll it wrong? No, I rolled it right. I just got a 15 the first time. Well, that sucks.
Alright. Elandra, I need you.
Yeah, hold on, I have to redo her sheet since the sheet wasn't a roll without magic.
Okay.
Dang, roll
Is it cold here? cold?
Yeah, it actually is fairly chilly.
I could use some earmuffs.
Bo, you give him some earmuffs.
You might still have the earmuffs Aria crafted back at Tessiaris' mansion.
Probably do.
Tessiaris didn't have a mansion.
Well, when we went there.
Listen, we don't talk about Granddad's house.
Oh my god, chill!
I mean, we all.
I can make something together.
Earmuffs.
Or I can make a beanie.
Oh, nice. I got one for you.
I have a weaver's tool.
Elandra, I still need that roll.
Yes, I know. I had to read your sheet. Patience, my dude.
We're gonna move
Haven't
on
changed a
well.
lot.
We're gonna move on while he's trying to set that up.
I haven't
Alright,
changed a lot.
so what are you guys doing right now? You got some small crowds of people in alleyways and streets. There's a
Good
tavern.
roll.
There's a tavern, and you can see
Fuck.
Elandra. You realize,
Elandra's an elf.
Elandra, you've
Man, I
left.
got this guy set up for myself.
Elandra, hold on. Elandra, you've left your disguise kit back in the Tantalium, actually.
Feel like
Got this guy set up for myself. Then fuck.
Alright, you cast Disguise Self. That's active for an hour.
Don't mean to remind me when an hour's up.
Alright, so yeah.
I'm beamed up.
Alright,
Got it.
so
Beanie team.
you guys can see that the tavern that you're near has the elf's tip crossed out. And it's got a new name called the Rogue's Dagger. And the arrow that had been drawn on it originally for like the symbol has also been crossed out and changed to be a dagger. Which should give you a sense how much they like elves here.
Well, that sucks.
Rude.
I mean, I'm sure there's a perfectly good reason.
So what are you guys doing? There's the tavern, there's some people in the streets, there's the manor, there's just walking around the city and getting a feel for everything.
Aria's just looking around, nostalgic.
That's kind of a lot. Anyone got anything they want to do specifically? I mean, I guess if we're supposed to be saving the city from being destroyed, we probably need to do something about them hating the savior, right? Look, I'm still new to this queen shit, okay?
Who's trying to save the city?
There's somebody who's trying not to save the city, trying to stage a coup, basically? Maybe? Is that not what we're doing?
Something like that.
So maybe we should figure out what they're saying about the city.
That's true. If we figure out the lies, we can try and figure out how to unmask them, I guess.
Yeah, man, I wish that Kane kid went instead.
So the first step is gathering information.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I feel so out of practice. I think I charm someone.
That will backfire.
Well, I mean, you are quite charming, but I think we might just be able to ask people to find out what it is that's going on. Couldn't we?
I mean, sure, just people tend to answer me more when I'm charming, so...
Well, I'm sure that's all the time. Finger gun. Alright. That was more as a compliment than yeah, sorry. Anyway, yeah.
Don't worry, I know you're spoken for. How much gold was that again?
Lord.
He gets a small frowny face. No money.
Wait, she didn't even pay you?
I felt weird taking that money, so I left it behind with her.
With something else.
No, don't jinx it. 9 months later, she'll come prowling back.
Oh boy! That's
Well, she was quite the howler.
me. Starving to Locrian. You can pop on Locrian.
Tavern
Yeah.
to get like a.
How about we listen to what the people are saying before we walk up and talk to them, so that maybe we have a better idea how to charm/integrate ourselves with them.
For sure. Plus, we gotta see how pissed off they're gonna be that we're here, so.
Yeah. Do they like travelers? Do they not like travelers?
Aria, back when it wasn't fucked, did they like travelers?
A lot of people became adventurers in this town. I mean, my family, almost every generation was an adventurer.
Wow.
We were supposed to be in Twitch.
So what are you guys doing?
We're supposed to be listening into what people are saying before we approach anyone. That way we can get a feel for how they feel about things.
Well, let's find a tavern. I'm sure that'd be a good first step. Order a couple drinks, maybe buy somebody a drink. That's the word. Maybe.
Okay, so you're going into the tavern.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Aria will put up her hood.
You
She's
guys
not supposed to be here yet.
You guys head into the Rogue's Dagger, and as you go in, this tavern is very, very quiet seeming. There's not the normal rambunctious laughter you'd expect of a place named the Rogue's Dagger, which is normally the kind of name that adventurer taverns take. And with the history of Tathingdwen, as Aria said, this place being a place for adventurers, you'd more expect this to be, you know, a hub for travel and rumors and such. Instead, everyone here is morose and drinking quietly. Most of them wear thick, heavy cloaks pulled up over their heads and covering their faces slightly.
Maybe this isn't the right place to check. Like, they definitely might have the information, but I don't know if they're gonna share it.
Your presence has been noted. The bartender looked up as you came in. A little bell dingled.
Oh shit. Too late now.
The bartender is a heavily muscled dwarven man.
Is nobody stepping up to the plate?
There's a large battle axe hung over the back.
Hello, friend. We are travelers from far off. We're pleasure to make your acquaintance.
All right, roll me persuasion just for first impressions.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
21.
24.
Oh, 24, yeah, with Zarus' aura, that gets improved to a 24. Yeah, as Locrian, the young half-elven bard, approaches the bartender encounter, he says, "We haven't had much travelers coming through Tathingdwen in a while."
Oh, how come? This place looks nice.
Most skip it on their way to aid in the war effort.
Oh, I understand.
Being that those selfish bastards, the Hawkins, aren't sending anyone to go and join. It's as if they don't care about our world. And a couple, like, of the nearest patrons say, "Here, here," and take a drink.
Wait, I have a question.
I have an answer.
How long has it been going on right now?
The apocalypse?
Yeah.
33 months, sorry.
3 months.
Yeah. They would not know you yet as the Lord Commander Zarus.
No, I know. But Zarus has stuff on him.
This is... Anything that you were to show would be stuff that hasn't happened yet. This isn't the early conception of the final army. This is like the final army is still in its formative days.
Yeah, but I have an emblem, which could legitimately be me like, oh yeah, we're actually here to kind of deal with that.
Okay, yeah, yeah, you could use that. You're not certain what havoc that might play on the time continuum, but yeah, you could show some final army emblems if you wanted, because you did fight in the final army.
Alright, continue. Just wondering.
Time paradox. Zarus' emblem is white. What's that emblem?
So you guys are all itching for a fight, and you're being held back by your leaders. Is that what's going on? Am I getting that correctly?
Aye. All we want is to go and fight, but Alvis Ray, before vanishing, forbade us. Coward
Well,
didn't
I
even
have to-
stay to see us safe.
I have to say, I have to commend you on your loyalty for obeying him against your will. But, oh, interesting. I turn back to the rest of the group. So what do you guys think?
Don't really know what to think. It's kind of a shit situation, isn't it?
I would say so. Well, mind if we grab a table and just sit down, have a couple of drinks while we figure out our stay?
Your money's good here, sir. Feel free to
Great.
take a seat.
Wonderful.
Well, the times may have changed. Tathing Gwen still honors its pact to welcome travelers.
Ah, well, I guess we're lucky in that sense.
My You can call me Rockfist. And he holds out his hand and like to shake yours. No, it's not a rock. His fist is not literally a rock. It's a dwarf name.
False advertising.
Appointment.
I just I shake it. I'm like, Locrian. Nice pleasure to meet you.
You have very
Sounds
clean
like an
fingernails,
LP.
sir.
Oh yeah, I need it for plucking my instrument, and I pull up the lyre. You know,
Oh, a
I
bard.
need those nails.
Well,
Yeah.
if you have any interest in playing for our patrons, I'll give your group a discount.
Oh sure. Well, we've
What?
You're cutting out, Mitchie. We all for the stream who can't see this. We all have like video on right now, and we're gonna work on getting video on the stream eventually. But it's not something I can do today. We're all seeing Mitchie, the player of Locrian, right now, gesturing and talking, but we can't hear him. Mitchie,
I lost him. There he is.
there he
I was
is.
like, I missed all that. I saw your mouth moving, but I couldn't hear you.
I know that
That's what we
was.
were saying to you.
That's what we were saying to you. We were explaining to the stream that you were just waving around.
Oh, I said, what was the last thing you said? We'd give you a discount if you were to join?
Yeah.
Oh, I said, whoa, that'd be wonderful. A couple of us are pretty good performers. But, you know, maybe we can do that later, you know. We're kind of tired from our travels, and we'd really like to sit down and figure out what it is that we're going to do, if we're going to do anything, you know? If that's alright.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so go ahead, sit down, do your thing.
Alright. Find the table.
Yep.
There sits close by.
Do we all sit together? Because Locrian just sit at a table and he sits by himself, just like waiting. Alright, is anybody gonna join me? Oh god.
It's like a stage thing, or
Sorry, what was that, Arrow?
I just didn't know if it was like a stage that he was gonna fly on. So Zarus was gonna sit close to the stage so that he's still in his aura.
No, at the moment we're just at a table.
Zarus, you can be one of the backup
Simon's staying at the
dancers.
bar.
Simon's, you're staying at the bar?
Yep.
Okay.
Aria joined the table, but has remained silent.
Okay.
Are we sitting at the same table at least?
I would think so.
Okay.
Separate tables on the other side of the bar.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, this is
Oh,
just
I
like
thought
high
you
school.
Like, oh, I thought you guys were a group.
Yeah, we're all a group. We're all a group. I addressed us as a group. I don't know.
That's fine. You guys can split up. He doesn't care.
We work as our
This place is like pretty
Yeah.
used to travelers and strange stuff going on because it is an adventurer's bar. So
Yeah, we spent so much time together. You know, we could use a little bit of time away from each other. I get it.
Simon, the bartender, looks at you and looks at the fact that you're sitting away from the rest of the group as everyone's getting settled as like trouble in paradise.
No, I just prefer being, away from the fray.
right.
A big
Ominous.
man like you likes being away from the fray.
It's just you hate.
He raises an eyebrow to that, pours you a small shot of whiskey, slides it over, and says, "That one's on the house."
Oh, thanks, man. I'll remember your kindness. What's your name again? Rockfist?
Yeah,
Give him a fist bump.
I'll remember.
it's Bang Mung Rock
Yeah.
Fist.
I feel like Simon's already about to cry. You haven't even done anything yet, poor guy.
He's gonna drink it.
All right, yeah, you take your shot, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and change the music because the air, as you guys are like welcomed by the bar, despite being somber, it's still welcoming. It's very clear that they have like a political view, but this area is a safe place for you guys as long as you're not causing trouble. So let me just find the song that I want to put on.
He said everything's fine as long as we don't start causing trouble.
You guys might remember. This from the food arc, the cooking arc. But it fits for this bar, so I'm putting it back on again.
Somebody Charlie?
Torque's Kitchen.
Or I know, I'm
The
just
best question.
So, Mitchie, we're gonna start with you. Did you want to play something for the bar? See if you can improve the mood in here a bit. You gonna bust out your ukulele?
I was actually gonna turn to the rest of my compatriots and ask them if they'd like to put something together to lift the moods.
oh man, we could do a play.
We could do a small little ditty about Jack and Diane,
God damn.
two American kids growing up in Tartland.
I thought maybe the tail of Captain Jack Sparrow.
This is the tit. I'm sorry.
This will be the day you almost caught Zarus Sonic
Yeah.
as I teleport away with a gun.
I really wish you had said that now.
So, Locrian, you busting out some music then now?
Yeah. Well,
All right.
I don't.
Let me pause Torque's Kitchen while you play us a ditty on your ukulele.
A little ditty about Jack and Diane.
Yeah, go ahead.
Two American kids grow up in the heartland.
Yeah, it's real, man. It's real. It'll be a short little ditty, but you can expect that it'd be a whole song. Alright? Alright, ready? What am I gonna improvise? We come from far off town and make our way downtown. We see lots of frowny faces and we just can't move on past. So we get up on stage and we sing you a song. So please, oh patrons, just give me a howl. Howl!
Roll me performance. Roll me performance, and everyone can assist if they also want to roll performance.
Like, yeah, why not?
To cheer.
Give me a howl!
Hell yeah. Look at all those over 15s.
And if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. And if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Oh.
If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, and you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. There you go.
All right, yeah. The bar does seem to be in a better mood now, and people seem to be less somber. Aria, what are you up to?
Not drawing attention to herself.
Okay. Iserbo.
Okay, I keep seeing Locrian drinking from a different source container every time I see him take a drink. What the hell is going on?
Alright, look, I have the beer. The beer.
For the record, I just have water, per the meat.
I've got whiskey and coke.
I've got the actual drink, which is.
Are you drinking it from an actual tankard? Man, I actually can't. The more we do this, the more I'm liking that we're actually using webcams for a change. So I might this might become a more permanent thing. I'm definitely going to see if Tal can help me sort out a way to have the webcams on.
Honestly, if you're gonna use webcams, and I think it's a great idea for streaming purposes, you should use a separate device because the Roll20 webcam is garbage.
That's fair. We'll try and figure.
And I can't use it.
We'll try to figure something out. I'll put Tal to this. For now, Iserbo, what are you up to?
Nothing in particular. Sitting next to Zarus.
Oh yeah. Hey, friendo.
Hi.
Wanna get a drink? It's been a while.
Yes. Jesus, yes.
Alright. What'd you like?
Well, I've already got whiskey and I've already got Richter wine, so anything else.
Let's see what they normally. What the town brew is.
Sounds good.
Zarus is gonna go over to the bar and like come over behind Simon, like put an arm around him and be like, "Oh, hey, Bart, what was it? Stonefist? Badass name.
Bang Mung Rockfist.
Bang Mong Rockfist?
And get it right, please
This
don't.
is actually rock.
You might be a tiefling, so you might not know this, but dwarves, we take a lot of pride in our clan name.
Yeah, and I said it was badass.
Yeah, but you said it was Stonefist.
Oh.
It's very different from Rockfist. In fact, we hate Stonefists.
Good.
If we were in my home country, by the laws of that land, I would have slaughtered you already.
Oh man. That would have been brutal. Would you have done it with your fist?
He's joking, by the way. He's very clearly like smiling at you, and this is a joke. It seems like you really.
Yeah, so that's why Zarus is also joking.
Yeah, your guys' performance helped out the mood in here a lot, and this guy who normally seems like a pretty happy guy is happy again.
Cool. So, what's town specialty? Like, you guys got a famous brew?
Well, the Hawkins family do own some. Oh, hey, Clarice. The Hawkins family do own some vineyards, and they have their own wine. They also do trade in ales and other liquors as well. It's a very profitable venture. And despite the town's current feelings towards them, we do still carry their brands. Alternatively, the Rogue's Dagger, we brew our own ale, and we call it the sneaky knife.
Oh man. You know what? I'll take 3 of those. One for me and my buddy at the table, and one for this fella right here.
Now, just to let you
Going through
know,
a tough time.
this drink is a little spicy.
Ah,
We add dwarven rock dust to it.
perfect.
All right, and he pauses a moment and then returns with like what appears to be a normal ale, but the head on it is red and bubbly. The head of foam
Instead of white.
instead of white. Yeah.
Nice. Alright,
It looks scary.
here you go, bud. You tough it out. I know you've been through a lot lately. And there's goes back over the table with.
Sir, you didn't pay.
I was just gonna keep drinking until you were like, "Oh man, you owe me this much," and I was gonna just dump a bunch of money on you.
Oh, it's
It
30
is called
silver.
tab.
30 silver for the whole thing.
Cool. Here's 30 silver.
Awesome. And takes the silver. You get your ales.
Give him a tap.
Oh man, you know what? And here, thanks for telling me about, clan and stuff. So here's another 5 silver for, the trouble. You seem like a real happy guy. I'm glad we could, boost the mood. You were real chill with us, and I appreciate that.
Guy says
It's not
no,
every day you get that in traveling towns.
no trouble at all. Then he takes the silver.
There's goes back, leaves Simon with 1, and then goes back to Bo with the other drink.
Do you see him signal over one of the waitresses as you're leaving?
Okay.
Simon,
Yes.
what are you up to? You've got a sneaky knife in front of you now.
He eyes it, and then he's like, I mean, life is never stagnant. And he drinks it.
Yeah,
It
it's
does sneak attack damage.
it's actually a pretty damn good tasting ale, and you realize that the flavors in it are exotic. They're not from this part of the world. It seems like this being an adventurer's bar, he's able to get access to a little bit more strange spices and the like. As for a good 30 seconds, you're wondering, well, where's the spice? And then it's as if you had drank Frank's Red Hot sauce that feels on your tongue. Not in an unpleasant, painful way, but just in a nice burning sensation as it fills your mouth and then goes down your throat.
Woo,
Goes down
that
the
is his spot.
I created like a whole background for this town of Tathingdwen. I took what I learned from Port Brixton and I went to town with Tathingdwen, guys.
Hey.
All I see is Claire smiling, and I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I could see
I gave
people
it
around me are familiar
What was that, Clarice?
faces.
I like how May only has his eyes in the shot.
I can't.
I'm like Mr. Wilson from Home Improvement.
I'll die. I'll legitimately die.
May says he's the neighbor from Home Improvement.
The fence eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this goes back with the drink. So
Okay. Yeah, you go and do that. Zarus, yeah, you're up, so what are you doing? Unless, Simon, you're saying something to the bartender?
I only said let hit the spot.
Okay, cool. Yep. He gives you a thumbs up and keeps talking to the waitress. Zarus?
alright, well, here we go.
Okay.
Called the sneaky knife. Right? That's
Yep.
what it was?
Sneaky knife.
Yeah.
It's red.
Yeah.
What's sneaky about the color red?
I mean, I don't know. Gestures to armor. Gestures to hammer.
Gestures to face.
You guys are pretty certain that if they had been doing this for a while, it was likely to have an elven-ish name? Because the bar was originally an elf arrow-themed thing that they've changed to a knife-dagger theme. So the drink name probably was different a few months ago.
Alright, bottoms up.
Alright, you guys take a sip, and it's the same experience as Simon.
Whoa. Sip.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm gonna need a bar.
You just drain the whole thing, don't you, Zarus?
I mean, Zarus is, yeah.
Insane.
You know what? It's been such
He
a
said bottoms up.
All right, yeah, you guys cheers and you chug. Are you having a chugging contest? Both of you roll me con saves.
Is it like a pint or?
It's a pint. It's like a mug, like a tankard, like what Locrian had. Yeah, like that.
What are these?
It's a tankard.
They can't see it.
They can't see it, Locrian.
No, they can't, but you guys can.
The privileged few.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So yeah, are we like chugging or?
No.
There you go.
Well, you said bottoms up, so is
Yeah,
that like a
chug
I mean,
contest.
I want a bottoms up, though.
Both of you roll me con saves. It's not to avoid being. It's not to be like. It's not to avoid alcohol. Like it's not to avoid being drunk because you haven't drank enough for that yet. But it's to just see who can drain it quickest. Bo, you win. Wait, Zarus, do you deactivate your aura?
What?
Do you deactivate your? Oh yeah, you can't deactivate it, can you?
Well, even if he did, Bo would still be higher because his is already.
It would still be higher, but Bo would have won by less of a margin.
Nah.
Yeah.
Zarus is always chill with Bo.
Yeah, Bo, you beat Zarus and you slam your tankard down before he finishes. And then, because Simon had a respectable amount, he didn't get the full effect of the sneaky knife.
Am I breathing fire?
You're not breathing fire. However, as you're wondering, why the hell is this called the sneaky knife? 10 seconds after you guys both drain your glasses, it's like you ate a ghost pepper chili.
My teeth doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You guys
Fire
being...
damage is negated, so we're
It's
just
not...
like, oh,
there's no...
But this is chemical damage.
Yeah, this...
so-
Hold on. There's no actual damage to this, no matter what. It's just very, very hot in your mouths. You're immune to fire damage. You're not immune to spices, guys.
Yes, I am.
It's a nice sensation though. Still, it's just like whole. Like you know how when you guys eat spicy food for the intention of this feeling, that's what you're getting.
Yeah.
So if your characters do not,
Bo's gonna
yeah,
like wave his hand at his mouth and go, "Oh, Bakelin came to visit."
the waitress comes over with 2 large tankards of milk. Moving over to Elandra, as I guess you guys drink your milk to the love of the spice.
Oh, hold off.
Elandra?
She's doing her best to try to blend in, being conspicuous. She's sitting with Bo and Zarus.
Alright. As you guys do about this, it doesn't sound like any of you have any specific plan in this bar, am I right?
Well, I was actually hoping to sit at the table with like everybody minus Simon.
Oh, like everyone present.
Yeah, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's totally fine. Go nuts. How are you gonna go about doing that?
I don't know. Is everybody sitting at the same table?
No, you got them. They're spotted kind of all over the bar, but like these are working class people. These are adventurers.
Oh no, I meant like our party.
Oh, your party. Yeah, all of you guys are at the same table, minus Simon.
Except for Simon.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought you were getting the strangers involved. Are you not?
I'm sorry.
Stranger.
No.
Okay.
I turned to everybody. All right, so I apologize. I kind of zoned out after they started talking about us going to the past. The whole concept eluded me, but we're trying to save this place, right? Are we supposed to save it? What's our goal?
Locrian's just worried right now that Tyr's having him destroy another area. Locrian is low-key worried that they're gonna turn out to be the villains again.
I'm like,
Well, we know right now that this wasn't how it happened. So,
you think this wasn't how it happened?
no, so we should, probably figure out exactly what the difference is. We have a couple suspicions, so we should try and get more information on that, I think.
What were those suspicions?
There it is.
I changed it, that's why.
Does someone else want to fill them in? Because honestly, I have, like, I can't remember exactly either. Like, I know it, but my brain is just falling into blank right now. Like,
I think you guys did a check, but I was like, I wasn't.
We did, and I know
Oh.
Like I just said it 20 seconds ago.
What? What did I figure out? Sorry, sir?
The propaganda thing and what's different and
Yeah.
error 404.
Essentially, guys, something's changed, and for some reason, the nearby towns are trying to take over this one.
Yeah. So the discrepancy is that the
Yeah.
other towns were okay with this town just funding the Final Army, not completely joining it.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're like, no, this is not okay.
Yeah.
So the leader.
And they made someone the bad guy.
And they made the guy who's like the savior of the town, who's this like big hero, they're making them out to be a bad guy, and they disappeared apparently.
We should be saying this very quietly, obviously, Dylan. I'm not raising my voice with this.
Oh, no, I'm assuming that you guys aren't. And no one's... Yeah, Aria is definitely displeased with this, because this is Aria's hometown. And, Aria, you actually do remember this problem, and you remember that Alvis handled it, like, before anything. You know that some of the other towns have always kind of wanted to get their hands on Taping Gwen, because you guys have a fuckload of money and adventurers and shit. And the Hawkins family is very influential and rich. And it was your guys' influence and your branch's influence in particular that stopped the other city-states from essentially coming in and taking over. They did make an attempt, but it was just a political maneuvering that you guys just went, yeah, well, you guys have no legal cause to do this. And the city-states eventually realizing that they could not, because your legality was too set in stone, they couldn't do anything with essentially starting a war.
Yeah, and there was nothing stopping anyone from going and joining the army. We just didn't allow the draft.
Yeah. But now it seems like, for some reason...
everybody's itching to go.
Yeah, some
and
people...
that would be bad because it would set up for the other towns to come in and take over.
Aria, you do remember, too, that actually a lot of Taping Gwen at the time did go and volunteer. Now this is if for some reason, the people are claiming that Alvis is not allowing them to go and fight. And you know that does not fit Alvis's personality at all. Because
Yeah.
you know Alvis. If he is doing this, then this is very out of character for him.
Nobody's seen Alvis, right?
So, question, has no one in character put together what's going on here?
Help!
Aria, it
I
might
was
be
just
time.
saying, and someone said something.
Aria Hawkins?
Yes.
No, we put that together, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're just not bringing it up.
I don't think that... Clarice, I don't think...
only know Aria. I don't know any last names.
Okay, well, those of us who know your last name put it together, but you are taking drastic measures to keep yourself disguised right now because obviously they're mad at the Hawkins. So yeah, we're not gonna call you out on that right now. We'll do it later.
Well, I mean, there's a place that we can go where there's absolutely no risk of people hurting us.
Unless they see us going that way.
The bathroom, Sarah?
Okay, look, as somebody with a gut disorder, that's a lie.
Oh lord, gain an inspiration.
Not the show.
Heather,
I
Zarus,
am a someone.
Heather, Earl, and Clarice, all of you guys gain inspiration for that one. Oh, Locrian gained inspiration for playing your ukulele earlier. I forgot to give you that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I see that around your forehead.
Oh, by the way, guys, we have the guest GM has arrived.
Oh.
Oh.
Yes, player is behind the computer.
You know that Justina is really good at batting that plan out the table.
Yeah, she's done that 3 times. This is Pixel.
It's now!
The real mastermind behind Zarus.
She's telling me to rip the script. Rip the script.
The Twitch chat can't see the pet cams.
No pet cam for Twitch chat.
I am your Twitch chat.
I know they got the camera.
I got the pet.
Oh, everyone got, okay. So yeah,
Alright, so...
Good luck with that. If you said good fucking luck.
So yeah, you guys can speak freely here.
So close.
You guys can speak freely here right now, by the way. Like, no one's paying attention to you
Aria-
anymore.
Aria. Yeah, go ahead.
No, go on.
I was gonna turn to Aria. Well, this used to be your place, right?
This is my home.
Okay. What do you propose we do?
Well, something's definitely not right here.
People have ideas in their head and they're really eager to carry them out.
Alvis wouldn't stop people from leaving the town.
Would Alvis want people to leave the town?
He tends to not get involved with anything that he doesn't need to.
So then who's stopping these folks from leaving the town?
I don't know. Alvis, not Alvin.
All right.
Do you wanna go ask good old Rock Seeker? Rockfist?
I do not think
That's from a different show. That's from a different show. Don't bring him into this, Locrian.
Yeah, right, Rock Seeker.
That's from a different show. No.
Like, I'm DMing Lost Minds of Fandelver, so that's what. Gundren Rockseeker.
Great adventure, by the way. Anyways, continue.
Yeah. I've got a bunch of people that have never played D&D before at work, and I'm running that for them. Anyway, Rockfist. Should we just go ask Rockfist?
Ask him what?
Well, what's keeping him from leaving? I'll just go buy a beer. I mean, if that's okay with you guys.
I mean, you're
Sure.
an adult.
Just
You're
okay.
an adult, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah, I'm an adult.
Look at you, Locrian. You got this. You're gonna go buy that beer, and it's gonna be great.
Alondra, it's been 45
The most
minutes.
inspired beer buy ever.
Alondra,
I get up.
Alondra, it's been 45 minutes.
Okay.
Alright, so you're going up to buy a beer?
55.
Rockfist says, you can just wait for the waitress. You don't have to keep coming up. Or just wait at me.
Oh, my bad.
I mean, you're fine. I don't mind. Just, I love your pretty voice.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. No, I noticed my friends over there were drinking, a sneaky dagger?
Sneaky knife.
Sneaky knife. I would love to try that, if you don't mind. And while he's pouring it, I'm like, hey, so you mentioned that you guys are all eager to go, but you can't. Why? What's keeping you guys from going?
Before disappearing, Alvis Ray implemented a law preventing anyone from leaving.
So the guards are kind of in place, not letting anybody leave?
There aren't any guards. There's nothing physically stopping us from leaving. However, on the off chance that Alvis is still caring about us leaving or not, well, let's just say he's not a man that you want tracking you down, along with the Hawkins family. We also haven't heard from the heiress, only her staff.
Gotcha. So everybody's afraid because he's a really, really strong man and you don't want to get on his bad side. I guess that's one way to rule.
Currently, the one in charge of the government here is her cousin, I believe, Walter Hawkins. He's a famous paladin. And the first thing he did upon arrival was state that he would be upholding the main branch's laws and choices, which unfortunately means supporting this Alvis's decision. Another man we don't want to run afoul.
Gotcha. Have you guys ever had issues with Alvis's rule prior to this?
Never. He's always been fair.
And
This,
you think he's being unfair now?
I mean, he's an elf. He's finally showing his true colors. It pains me to say, as he was a good friend of mine. But, look at the evidence. He doesn't want us going to fight the elves. He only wants to send money. It's cowardly is what it is. Even if he's not working with them, it doesn't look good.
I didn't know people were fighting elves. Thought they were fighting
No.
bad things coming out of the thing.
Caused by the elves.
Look, everyone.
Oh,
Surely you've heard of the conclave of elves.
What if I told you that I've been living under a rock for a while? Would you believe me?
I'd ask you which rock it was, but
It
it's
was a very comfortable one.
it's believable in these trying times. Now, essentially, the Conclave of Elves are the remnants of the Kingdom of Astir, corrupted elves that now believe that the end of Meridana, our world, is the right thing to happen. And as such, they are working at taking our kingdoms, our countries, and our homes down piece by piece. All the fighting's going on in the south. Hello, Martin, who isn't playing today, but is webcamming us anyways.
Okay. Alright. Huh. Well... Huh. This doesn't sound like very nice from those elves guys.
No.
Huh.
And the fact that Alvis doesn't want us to go fight them, and won't send any of his house, or he won't go to fight them himself, well, action speaks louder than words, don't they?
Yeah. Well, at least hopefully you guys will be here, safe here, maybe. Unless they show up. You don't think?
One can hope, and he raises a glass to you and drinks.
I take a drink.
You drink your spicy ale.
Ooh. Spice. Sweeter stuff.
Everyone who is looking at the bar, roll me a perception.
How bright is it?
It's nighttime, so it's not super bright.
Alright. But it's not dark?
It's not bright, it's not dark.
Okay.
Give me a sec, I just refreshed the...
Simon, since you're... Well, that's fine. Simon got high enough. Simon, since you're close enough to Locrian, you can immediately see his fingernails suddenly change color as he starts to drink. They turn color to a deep green.
Your nails, they look.
Do you say that out loud?
Would I notice it as soon as I put it down?
You gotta roll me a perception too then. And Simon, so yeah, you're saying your nails, they're green?
No, it's just like nice.
Yeah, Locrian, your nails are green. Like a bright, vibrant green, and they're even starting to glow softly.
Whoa. I look at my hand. I look at him. Look at my hand.
Can he roll intelligence?
You gonna roll a stealth to try and hide your hands real quick?
Can I just like, I don't know. I'm trying to understand whether Locrian would understand, would piece this together. It's a sneaky knife.
Wait, he doesn't have a spell on him.
Huh?
He doesn't have disguise self on him. He's got makeup.
I know.
Yeah.
It's not detecting if there's magic on him.
But detecting whether it's...
Oh.
I'll just be like, oh,
Horrific reaction.
Yeah. Ooh, that was spicy.
Are you gonna roll a sleight of hand or a stealth to hide your hands?
I'll do a sleight of hand.
Okay. Oh, he notices.
Does his expression change?
Oh, yeah, it does.
Oh boy.
He goes from smiling to putting down the drink he had with you in a very menacing way.
Was something the matter?
You spent good money here. You've got a good group of adventurers with you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want no trouble in my bar.
I
You've
promise
got
you, I mean,
3 seconds to turn around and start walking towards that door.
I take out my hand. Oh, because of this?
3.
Well, I guess the sneaky knife got me. I look at the rest of my group. It's been a pleasure, everybody.
Do you wave? Do you fucking wave?
I wave. I lift up my hand and I wave at everybody. It's been a pleasure.
Oh dear.
You all have a
God.
wonderful afternoon.
Roll initiative.
You know, I had this music saved for like the bar fight that I thought was gonna happen when you guys were in yesterday's arc.
There was gonna be a bar fight yesterday.
Oh no, sorry. In the Wretch arc. Yeah, everyone roll me initiative.
Oh god.
I don't want.
Fucking god. See, I told you I need my right token.
I didn't expect you guys to. Okay, I didn't expect Locrian to wave at
It's
the.
Locrian!
Oh no, Locrian's first.
Hey!
I don't have a token.
Hold on, I know.
Ruben.
I'm gonna put down your tokens because everybody seems to be bitching about not having them. Hold on.
It's just I can't
We
really.
should've been prepared.
I'm sorry.
Aria's
This
down.
is us we're talking about.
Aria is down.
You jinxed it, May. You jinxed it.
I did not jinx it. I was preparing for us.
Why
Elandra's
is it always
down.
upside down?
Because he saved it upside down, remember?
Yeah. Hold
He
on.
just needs to update his tokens.
Isherbo's
Reroll.
down.
Oh, down there. I see it.
Locrian green nails is down.
Green arms.
Hold on.
My
Good boy Simon down. Oh god. Okay, Alex, just use that. Oh wait, I didn't even see it.
What?
Hold on. Yeah, just use what I dropped.
But I
Apparently-
can't see it.
You should be able. Oh wait, hold on. It won't have a Give me one. Now you should be able to. Is that everyone? Am I missing anybody?
I love it.
I'm not missing anybody?
I think we're good for now.
Okay, so
Myself.
We're
Re-
working on it.
there's no maps. So stream can want maps all they want. There's no map. I didn't expect there to be a bar fight tonight.
You have the bar fight from yesterday, right?
I didn't have a map either. This is verbal, this one.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Hold on, let me add the people who need to be added to initiative. Add, and then just input it manually, guys.
So Lehman's tiny hut.
I don't know if it'll fit. But you can go ahead and spend 10 rounds doing that if you want.
No, of course not.
Wait, what is Bo doing?
I was making a joke that I was like, well, Lehman's tiny hut. Goodbye, you
I'm
guys.
just using a cultist token for the bar's initiative, because they're going to move as a group.
Okay. Approximately, what's the area in the bar, Dylan?
It's approximately 30 feet of movable area.
Okay.
It's
Thank
a
you.
small place. There's a set of stairs leading up. There's a door leading out. There is a bar, a counter behind it with a... By the way, the bartender has a battle axe hanging above the counter. That's something that you guys should all take note of.
Zarus.
And
Trying to leave.
it has arcane writing on it too. Behind the bar, there's a door leading to a kitchen. Simon, I need you to input your number. Allie. There you go. We can't hear you, by the way, Allie.
I know.
Locrian, you're up first, and as you raise your hand to wave at everybody, you hear a bunch of table chairs being scraped back.
Oh boy.
And it looks like the 6 other people that were kind of hanging out... Oh, no, sorry, there would have been 9 other people in this bar that were kind of just hanging out are getting up.
Oh,
The waitress pulls a small club from under her skirt. The bar... Rockfist grabs the battle axe above his bar.
But he's leaving.
Yeah, he's not leaving anymore. These guys... Rockfist tried to give you a chance, but now the patrons are upset.
Oh boy.
Go ahead, Locrian.
Oh man, I have to say, I didn't know you guys were so upset with goblin kind, and I'm gonna prestidigitate my skin green. Haha! And I'm going to take a step back.
You're gonna what?
No, I'm just kidding. That was a joke. I'm just gonna go ahead and take a couple steps back and be like, hey, oh my god, I was leaving. Bye, everyone.
There's people standing in front of the door.
Oh.
That was fast.
Two of them were sitting near it. I mean, you can run through the bar, but you're going to take some attacks of opportunities if you want to run out, essentially, is what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay. Even if I use my action to disengage and run to the table of allies?
No, if you use your action to disengage and run to the table of allies, you're good.
Alright. I'm gonna do that same little bit. And be like, oh man, I can't leave, I better go grab my friends! And I'm gonna disengage and
Hey, Locrian.
Locrian rushes over to your party, which now brands you all as with him.
Fuck.
Apart from Simon, Aria.
Even better.
Aria stands up and removes her hood and says, enough!
Oh.
Do I get to roll persuasion?
Yeah, go ahead.
Use my inspiration.
Okay.
And bardic inspiration. How much? What's the D8? It's a D8?
Yep.
+3.
+3, so 20.
Did you stay close enough to Zarus?
Yeah, I'm at the table.
Oh.
You hear a gasp, and
28.
a female voice cries out, Lady Aria! And then there's a big, you see something roll into the center of the room, and it's got a fuse and it's sizzling, and it goes, and the bar fills out into smoke.
What?
Ninjas! Zarus readies himself.
Zarus!
Grabs his shoulder.
Well.
Aria, you recognize that voice. It was the voice of someone from your staff who threw that bomb.
I figured.
Zarus, the whole place is filled with smoke. You're hearing sounds of scuffling, and it sounds like the people are just they're swinging wildly. A bottle flies through the smoke and shatters against your shield. It looks like it was a lucky toss.
Huh. I have bow.
Yeah, you have bow.
Aww.
Locrian, where are you?
I'm here! I'm just hiding under the table!
Why would you say it out loud?
Oh shit!
You hear someone else yell, he's under the table!
I'm not under the table. I'm just against the wall.
Does Zarus look under the table and see him, or is it too much smoke?
Zarus, you look under the table and you see Locrian is not there. Instead, you see Bloink Tooth Stealer clung around the base of the table, and he looks up at you and he goes, "Shh."
No, I have a record to beat.
Do you grab him?
Grab Blank.
He's clung to the table. It doesn't seem like you're going to be able to pry him off of like the table stand. You're going to need to roll athletics to carry him and the table.
I'm gonna throw the table.
There's a window near you.
No. You don't
Please don't get
understand.
the town involved.
Where are you throwing the table?
I'm gonna roll athletics. I'm gonna pick up the table and throw it.
Just where?
And be like, he's under this table!
Alright, go ahead. Roll athletics. Oh, sweet Jesus. Yeah, you hurl the table into the smoke, and you see Bloink's face as he rides it. The table's going so quickly, it's like a roller coaster where you know how your face gets whipped back? Yeah, as he's clinging to the table as it spirals through the air, and Zarus screams, "He's under the table!" You hear Bloink go, "No!" And the shattering of a table and a bunch of angry shouts, as well as what sounds to be large blunt objects hitting a sack of potatoes.
Started it.
And you guys hear Bloink going, "Ah!"
Can I also? Oh no, I'm good.
Let's get out of here.
Elandra?
Zare starts walking towards where he remembers the exit being.
Alright, yeah.
Experience walking blind.
Yeah. Elandra.
Is Locrian near us?
You can see him pinned up against the wall.
Is his hand still green?
Yeah, his nails are still green. He's also grinning, much like that cat where he has like a bunch of knives under his throat, like that one meme, you know? That's what Locrian looks like right now.
I think I have that one saved. One sec.
I had another idea, but it's from on the fuse back, so I grab him and I cast Dimension Door.
Alright, you guys poof outside the bar?
Yeah.
Alright.
Tell him to put his hands in his pocket.
You startle a woman who's already made it to the outside. She is, let me pull up her description. Now, I did have to change some things about the character, Claire's, just to fit the world.
Okay.
I just made her a draconic sorcerer instead.
Aw.
Yeah.
The dark theme.
Huh?
But the dark theme.
The dark theme? What do you mean?
Both Albus and Melissa were both had to do with classes had to do with the shadows.
Oh yeah, no, she's a black dragon. She's still shadowy. Like she's got. Don't worry, she has levels in other shit as well. Okay.
Okay.
Anyways, so you guys pop out and startle a woman with a small frame.
I just saw the picture.
Wearing a maid uniform that you can see is lined with chainmail. She has snow white hair that drops down to her shoulders, and you can see that across her chest and around her waist is a fuckload of daggers. A literal fuckload. There are draconic black scales splotched around her face, neck, and body, and hands.
Weird.
And she gives a little surprise shriek as you guys pop out, because she's very capable. She did not expect fucking people to just teleport out of the bar. And as she kind of like jumps back, several daggers fall from underneath her skirt.
I put my hand in my pocket.
Yeah, like you.
Simon? Simon!
It is I. Someone just walks out looking for the group since they're left behind.
Okay,
Hello?
so you're just walking out?
Oh, he's like finishing his drink and by himself.
Simon
Go.
Simon just casually drinks his drink and leaves. Nobody stops him. Israbo?
Wait, we didn't all get. Who got teleported?
Locrian and Elandra. I can only carry one person.
The elves.
We can follow Zarus.
I was like, if there's two people who are going to teleport, that's a situation.
Zarus started walking out.
Oh, well, if I put my hand on your shoulder, then obviously I'm following you. I'm just gonna kind of, like, cover my head.
You saw me throw a table with blank attached, and then you followed me out.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was holding your shoulder, so if you moved out of grasp of my shoulder, I'd probably, like, reach for your tail and then just follow.
Oh.
Just like a little kid holding the back of a teacher's t-shirt, I'm just, like, following you out.
Alright.
I'm covering my head.
So currently, Zarus, Bo, and Aria are still inside the bar. It's chaos in here by now, guys. There's flailing, there's fighting. You're pretty sure most of the patrons have dissolved into fighting each other by accident. And, you do need to be careful for the occasional bottle. But it just, like, none of you guys are actually hit by anything. The attacks
Zarus
just...
would have been imposing disadvantage on anything thrown at Bo.
Oh, they already had disadvantage because the smoke bomb. They can't
More
actually...
disadvantage.
Yeah, so the things just shatter around you. It's like a chaotic bar fight. It's not anything... honestly, the fact that you guys...
bar.
Yeah, it's not dangerous at all. In fact, most of it seems to be still good-natured. Like, you know, haha, get that dirty elf. Aren't we a group of racist rapscallions?
It's triggered, goes back into the bar.
Locrian, you're outside the bar.
I'm going to thank Elandra and be like, whew, you really got me out of that pickle. Is the lady that dropped a bunch of knives, just standing there?
No, she's pulled out another one of those smoke bombs and lighting the fuse of it.
Can I, like, flip out my hand, prestidigitate the fuse off, and then, like, put my hand back in my pocket?
She looks at you like, why? I'm trying to help you!
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was a bad one.
No, you're with Lady Aria. I'm trying. She is like, ah!
Oh, my
This is why I don't work with amateurs. And she pulls out another one and starts lighting that. But inside the bar, Aria. Richie, I love you.
Can I see the exit?
No, your eyesight's really bad in this. But you do see Zarus. Yeah. He's not hard. He's big, he's red, and he has a fucking shield the size of the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Zarus out.
And a bow attached.
Yeah, you guys all so essentially, Bo is holding onto Zarus' tail, and Aria is holding onto Bo's tail.
Please don't hold my tail.
Like, okay, if he asks me to stop, then I stop.
You can hold on to his cloak. He has a cloak.
Okay, if he has a cloak, then cool. Yeah, Bo would grab the cloak then.
Zarus, you're leading a train of people.
Yeah, that sounds alright.
You're up.
Remember the last time Zarus was on the train?
Didn't you guys throw a child off that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just wait.
Sounds interesting.
Give me a sec. I'm gonna lead them out.
Alright, yeah, you're just gonna walk out?
Yeah.
You do so. Some guys swing at you as they do, but they just break the table legs that they're swinging at your shield.
Nice try.
And you guys get out, and as you all went outside, the woman with the draconic scales raises a finger to you all and is like, wait a minute, lights a different one? Like a different bomb? The one that Locrian had just put out a moment ago? And hurls it inside the bar, and it explodes into a cloud of yellow gas.
Oh no.
And you hear everybody inside start coughing. And she grabs hold of Aria's hand and says, quickly now, this way.
Man, that's quite the gassy situation.
Was that a pun? I don't even think that was a pun. I think that was just bad.
It was just wordplay.
Was that like?
It wasn't.
Wasn't
It was
that?
just wordplay.
That was his wordplay.
It looked like Locrian just went to be in the corner for that.
I think he is standing in the corner now. Like a bad boy.
Nah. In the corner.
Think about what you've done.
At least we know now why it's called the sneaky nut.
Yeah.
I had a suspicion about that and wanted to roll, but I didn't know what I could do about that.
I'm not gonna lie, not a hell of a lot. So,
I mean, the name was
that
too much of a
Poison Fast she threw in
giveaway.
there?
huh?
Was that Poison Fast she threw in there?
I hope not.
No, it wasn't designed to kill. You guys can hear just a bunch of
Good.
very upset coughing.
It's like this whole it's like a cherry bomb, right?
Yeah. It's just a tear gas bomb.
Tear has gas bombs.
Tear has gas bombs?
Gas has tear bombs?
Yeah,
A
you
small
bet.
bomb rolls in with an ovary painted on it.
It does look like one.
And a legitimate business logo on it
With the word bad above it in marker.
in chalk.
Oh, Dylan looks so grumpy! Hey guys, Martin fixed my fucking thing. I don't know what the fuck happened because literally I did nothing different, but I could see your faces.
Oh,
Oh my god!
Oh,
joy.
half of mine.
Hey, your hair is so much shorter than I imagined.
This is actually the longest it's been.
I just imagined it to be like shoulder length, like long foofy mane.
Fucking why?
Your voice.
What does that have to do with that?
So,
That's just the mental image I got. Anyway,
yeah.
Well, now you can see the tankard that I'm drinking
Do you
out of.
guys want to take a short break here?
I actually can't see Aria or Loki.
We're
And,
gonna take a very short
guys
break
think?
here.
okay.
I'm
Take-
gonna
take-
go get my food.
Take 5 minutes, get your food, guys. Do what you gotta do. This is one of the few times where we actually have like a moment where I can just be like, chill.
So Dylan,
That's me.
you like hacked through the table.
I thought that was pretty fucking funny. Yes.
Zarus is so mad at Blood. He's like, I hate you so much. I know exactly what to do.
You probably heard Bloink yell out, "Not like this."
and then in the arms of an angel played.
And the arms of...
Everybody enjoying this so far?
Yeah.
Clarice, what do you think?
Clarence
It's
with
fun.
the food. Oh.
Yeah.
I always have my headphones on.
Yep, I had to change some things, but I don't think any of them are too, like, you know, oh
I
god,
know
why,
she
right?
made Melissa more ninja than assassin.
Huh? Yeah. Yeah, I made her more ninja than assassin with sorcerer spells to compensate. So you don't need to worry
I
too much.
really hope she still has the animate object.
She does. Don't forget, these are NPCs, so I can be a little bit bullshitty with them.
Oh yeah, because you're gonna need to with what I imagined for her.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, it's not overpowered. It's just really cool.
I see. No, it froze. I think I fricked it.
You bricked it?
I tried to turn on my camera, and everything's just frozen, and it's trying to turn on the wrong camera. So if you guys see anything, it's
Yeah, we can wait a bit. We can wait a bit,
being
Heather, for you guys.
unresponsive.
You need to refresh when you change settings like the camera and such.
But yeah, this way you guys can set up your cameras and stuff, because this is turning out to be more popular than I thought it would. Martin.
Well, it's just I don't want to be all alone.
Martin.
You guys are all commenting on each other's faces.
Hold on, I want to address Martin for a moment.
Matt, you're giving us mercy.
Martin.
Give mercy on our souls.
I do think
I'll
this
be
will
right
help
back. Have mercy back.
Yeah, I'm saying Martin's name. Martin, I'm addressing you for a moment. Do you think you could see if Tal is able to look into a way that we could incorporate webcams into the Twitch? Maybe using a different program or something as well?
I mean,
It's hard to do it with the Roll20
Discord.
because you can't do group video calls in Discord.
Unless you pay for it.
Yeah, I touch can.
Unless
Unless you pay for it.
yeah, and unless everyone's gonna pay for it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was working well back, so maybe that was just like testing or something.
Need another drink.
I hate that my dad mixed in 2-week-old peas in the dinner he made.
Hello?
Why?
Because he does not like to waste food.
Your dad's an
Doesn't matter
Epicurean.
how.
Well,
I don't
now
know what
he's
that
just
word
wasted
means.
a whole dinner.
Alright, I'm actually gonna step downstairs and grab myself something to drink. Or eat. Slash drink.
Drink.
Taking this Benny off.
Let's see if I can get this working now. Okay. First off,
No worries, thank you.
the other one.
Also, I hope you and Tyler are enjoying yourself, and I'm very eager for her to get back to doing this so I don't have to.
I'm looking forward to Locrian for what he learned at the bar.
Hey, we see Heather.
It's me. Ignore the crazy, messy background behind me.
That's fine.
Fuck all that nonsense.
I'm an enigma. Y'all never gonna see me.
Actually, I've seen your face.
I know you have.
I want to see the pretty alley.
No.
Why no?
Because I don't want to get on camera.
But what
I
if?
don't want to put it.
But what if? But what if? Yes.
What if no?
What if? Yes.
Oh, fuck.
What if yes? What if yes?
But what if y'all give me tater tots and then we'll
Look,
talk?
I'm working on it. No, seriously. The next time you see Lambog, there will be food.
There will be top potatoes.
There will be tots. Hot. The taters will be tot.
Hot like potato crisps.
I'll potato your crisps, wonk.
No.
I'll crisp your potatoes.
Oh my god, everybody looks like nothing like what I thought they looked like. Dylan, your face has changed. How dare?
My face hasn't changed. That's very
It
mean.
has changed a little. You have a little more smush to your smile, same as I do, because look, I got this one.
Are you calling me fat?
Smile.
Did you just call me fat?
No, I'm calling me fat. You just have chubbier cheeks. The rest of you is the same size, but your cheeks are more full when you smile. And before, the 13 was like in the hollow of your face.
Oh, yeah, that was just because of the makeup effect, though. Okay, I feel better now. Yeah, that's just because of the way that I wear the 13s.
Remember, I've literally met you all of you in person. Because I am the Texas.
Yeah.
I went north 3 times, but I only went up to, what was it, Massachusetts?
Yeah, we met at the Mass.
Massachusetts.
Yeah, I went to Massachusetts like once, where it was like 85 degrees in New Jersey, and then it was 65 degrees in Massachusetts 2 days later. Freaking ridiculous nonsense.
The fuck is that?
Somebody's tapping on it.
Oh, that's me serving food. Serving myself something to eat.
Yeah, but I want to remove the picture slide.
You guys want to see something stupid and ridiculous?
What's that?
This is what I'm eating ice cream out of. Yes, it is a giant red Solo cup.
Red Solo cup! I'll lift you up! Let's have a party!
I don't trust myself, but it's got coffee ice cream. Because Texas has Bluebell. I would have May back me up, but May is currently Mercy.
Do people not like Bluebell?
No, it's just that Bluebell is exclusively made in Texas and doesn't ship to a lot of other states. Like now.
Funny enough, we
And they
actually
have
have Bluebell ice cream.
Is everyone here, by the way?
Yeah, there's also issues with aluminum shavings in their ice cream sometimes.
I've never heard of aluminum shavings in Bluebell. I knew they had Listeria the once, and they shut everything down and
We
cleaned
are
for like a year and a half.
We are probably gonna end between 10:30 and 11, I believe, at this point.
What time is it for you?
It's 9:30 here, so another hour.
Oh, so like in...
Yeah, it's gonna be in around then. Just because you guys are blowing through this.
If it looks weird that I'm not looking at anybody, it's because I've got big screen there and then laptop here, and the laptop's like a piece of shit, so I've got like Discord over there and then Roll20 on the big screen.
See, it's not the slideshow I'd have to remove, it's the white background I'd have to remove. So I'm thinking all's Heather really needs to do, all Tal needs to do is cut holes into the white background of the image slide. Like, if she does that, then we'll be able to see the webcams.
Le dije que podía coger la cerveza si quería, mami.
Ah, I know that word.
Beer?
That means mommy.
And beer.
And Locrian looks exactly like Locrian looks.
Right?
Yes.
Seriously, it's like, he's the only one who looks like his profile picture on well, actually, I don't know, I mean, I am a ferret, so either
Alright.
way,
So, it sounds like we've all returned.
It looks like we've all returned.
Aria just walked away, and Elandra is still Mercy. Oh, there's Claris. So I think we're just waiting on May.
Yeah, we can wait a moment then. Let's play another round.
As I was walking back,
No.
as I was walking back, you said how I might have walked away, so I said, I'm gonna jump on my bed.
Cracking one open with the boys.
Boys won over with the crap.
And the gals.
Okay, I'm pretty sure May is trolling us at this point with all the Funko Pops. Also, how do you have so many Funko Pops? Those things are fucking expensive.
Oh, Dylan, you watch Critical Role, don't you?
Occasionally.
Check this out. Well, where is it? Never mind, I thought I had it here. Unless it's over here. I was gonna show you the tarot cards. I got the tarot cards, but I also have on my wall the Who Needs to Hang Around. I've got Critical Role.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Pretty cool. Nice.
Let's not advertise them, though, on the stream.
Sorry. They're really good, though.
They are, but I don't need them. They don't need it. I do.
Oh, there they are.
Oh, look at that. Look at that handsome man. Look at that Martin. Look
I
at
can't
him.
see Martin.
Yeah, to refresh.
He's an elf to me.
No, don't refresh. Just give it a second. It'll load in.
Oh, okay. Oh, there he is. I saw part of May's face. It
I've
was
seen all
there.
of it. It's fucking
And significantly less bearded than I thought. May, your voice is very hairy.
Your voice is very hairy.
Man, first she shits. First she makes fun. First she says, I have fat cheeks. Now she says...
You had full cheeks. Don't
First
use
she
the word.
says, I have fat
Have
cheeks.
full cheeks.
First she says, I have fat cheeks. And now May has a hairy voice. Heather, you are like master of the backwards compliment.
I
I have
think
no
you guys
response for
are
that.
taking them wrong. Oh god, what is this? Somebody sent me a thing.
I've already seen what I look like, so I can't really.
Huh? What?
Said you've already seen what I look like, so.
Well, yeah. But that's because you be sending me pictures and shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're going back to wearing the beans.
Yeah.
Beanies.
Alright, so,
Oh, beanies?
Yeah, my hair looks gross.
you
because
guys
it's hard
start
to use
fleeing
the
down the
hat.
streets of Tathing Glen.
Mhm.
You're running with your girl in the maid dress leading you, and as she runs, knives continue to fall from like her, leaving a little trail behind her.
Can we like pick them up as we go?
I'm assuming you are, yeah.
She's not that bad about it.
And you guys go through the streets. Eventually, she pulls you into a quiet, alcove in an alleyway as a group of men walk by, and you can hear them muttering about if they've heard the guy speaking out in front of the Hawkins Manor yet. And while you're in the alcove, she quickly whispers to you all that Hawkins Manor, you're not going to be able to get in through the front way. There's a big crowd out front right now. Manor is, they're not attacking and they've never been aggressive, but there's some guy who's definitely giving speeches out in front of it.
I like speeches.
And he's been talking bad about your family, Lady Aria.
Where Aria's going, she doesn't need roads.
How dare you? If more feel like naps.
I can put Zarus in charge of a counter speech.
For now,
Really?
before we do anything, you should hear what your cousin Walter has planned. And he'll be overjoyed to learn that you're back. You might be able to put a capper on all of this.
Okay.
Counter speech. Oh,
So... she says that she knows a back way into the manor that'll go around the crowds. They haven't blocked that section yet. Do you want me to take? Do you want me to take you to see Sir Walter?
Yes, please. Thank you, Melissa.
She nods. Alright. You guys go and follow her, and she leads you up the hill towards the mountain. And you guys can see that there's a very large crowd out in front of the manor. At the gate, it looks to be about 50 to 100 people. They're all listening to one guy who stood on top of a box. You can't make out what he's saying from here, and Melissa, the maid, looks at you all and says, "It's probably best if we just go around them for now and don't get close enough. You know, if we can hear them, they might be able to hear us." And so she leads you all around a really long route through some underbrush, and you guys have to walk uncomfortably through the bush a bit, where there's undergrowth.
If you want, I can give us a little bit more distraction. I don't know.
You don't really need it. They're not looking at you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got an idea. Whatever.
That's a good idea.
All right, you have an idea though, but it's up to Aria if you guys go do it or if you're gonna go see Walter first.
Let's go see.
Okay.
I was adding to it.
So, you guys go out and around, and eventually you're at like a back gate, and it looks like the protesters or whatever they are out front don't know about this. And you guys just quickly go through it, and it leads you into a section where the servants would go through. Okay? You're going through the manor that way. Several servants come up, take your gear, and hang it all up. Oh, I know, actually, sorry, they wouldn't bother taking your gear yet. No.
I'll take my gear.
Yeah, they don't take your gear or anything.
Wrong.
But they come up and they quickly speak to Melissa. She points at Aria, and they then rush off. You guys are like in the kitchens right now.
Oh man, the kitchen?
Yes. Aria, you see Zarus begin eyeing like some leftover food.
That was a lot funnier with video. Twitch missed it, but a fork and knife was raised.
Perhaps a small meal could be prepared.
I'll have the cook get right on it.
Perfect.
Do you guys want to do anything? Ask Melissa anything before Walter shows up? Talk to Aria?
Nice place you got here, Aria.
It's comfortable.
This kitchen's fucking massive, by the way.
Whoa.
He picked up a whole cow. Wait, no, I'm not. Never mind.
Yeah, you know, this is nothing like a real big kitchen compared to the kitchen at the, cathedral.
Zarus says,
Oh.
eyeing some, like, leftover food still.
Well, I did tell you I came from a well-off family.
Yeah.
I don't remember this.
No,
Who are that?
no, only Zarus has interacted with Aria out of sessions.
Bang! And Bork knife was raised. No.
It was only once.
No! There's would never do that.
They're not slept with. Slept together.
We're
So-
talking about sleeping with people?
Locrian, stop. We
We've already brought you into that situation many times.
have a problem.
Melissa looks over at you, Locrian, and says,
Not a problem if you have enough money to feed your addiction.
Lady Aria, is this your... She nods at Locrian.
My what?
Your, you know...
Oh no, he's taken, Bo says.
By Aria.
Huh? What's going on? I'm kidding. That's just
I completely lost track of this conversation.
Your cousin will be pleased to know, then, that you're engaged.
I'm what?
No, no.
Am I reading this entirely wrong?
So fast.
I'm reading this entirely wrong, aren't I?
No,
Not
no,
yet,
no.
concubine.
Oh, he's a concubine!
I said, I said not even, Dylan. Not even.
Oh, I didn't hear that. People were talking over each other, and so I could have sworn that you said concubine. Melissa says, I'm sorry, Lady Aria, I didn't mean to accuse your fiance of being a concubine.
He's not. I don't even know his last name.
Whoa!
Well,
So he'll be taking your name then, huh, Aria?
At least take him to dinner first, Aria.
That's what the meal's for.
this
Sorry
was...
guys, I was distracted by this really pretty house. Wow, you've really got a place here.
These are allies that I fought with and traveled with for time now recently.
Oh! Okay.
Easy.
Makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, I think I'm the only person here engaged, huh, guys?
Oh, you're engaged to him!
I'm engaged,
No.
But
No, I'm engaged to a different noble.
Wait, you're engaged? She says to
Thanks
Simon,
you, we aren't
Oh!
engaged in battle.
well,
you
Really
and
weird.
you are engaged, and she points at Simon and Bo.
You want to hide your ring.
Another noble.
I
No,
plan to be engaged.
I have another royal engagement thing. You know.
Oh, I'm
She
just
looks
saying
at you
what
all
I'm
like this.
saying.
She looks at you all like this. Huh.
My fiance isn't here.
Oh. I'm so sorry for your loss. And at that moment, the Lord of the House comes in.
But
Oh, thank God.
master of the house.
There's the only one with the ring here.
Well, he's lord of a different house.
Yeah, he's been watching over this one, though. So, he is a... Oh, I'm just trying to find this. He's a big guy. Broad shoulders. He's got short hair that's a soft oakish brown color. He's wearing very fine clothing. with bright whites and other colors for highlights, so such like greens and reds. He's also wearing on his lapel a pin that identifies him as a paladin, but you'll need to roll me... Oh, wait, no, some of you don't need to roll. You're very familiar with this god. A paladin of Ulfring. God of justice.
Puke into a bush.
God of justice, protection, and redemption.
Who dat? I don't know that.
Don't worry about it.
You don't need to know about my other granddad. They're not important.
None of this is related to him, likely, so you know.
He
Points in there.
he stands at the entrance to the kitchen with his hands folded behind him. He waits. He just waits for you, Aria. He waits for you to say
Aria
something.
Trots up to him, a bit of a hop in her step. Walter, it's so good to see you again.
As you, Lady Aria.
Yep, it was me that went out. I didn't hear anything you just said, Dylan. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you.
I heard he said the guy was standing with his hands behind his back, and then I missed the next part.
Aria goes up to him and says, "It's been so long since I've seen you."
Yep. And he maintains his regal bearing, as he says, "It's good to see you as well. I'm certain you've seen some of the troubles outside."
Yes. What is going on?
Come, walk with me. I'll explain. And he turns and begins walking down a hallway.
Do we all just follow, or do we let them have that conversation privately?
The maid says, "I'm pretty sure he wants us all to follow him."
Ah.
Look, Walter Hawkins doesn't like having to repeat himself.
That's not to presume, though, right?
Yeah, I never presume.
Good job.
So how'd your fiance die? Never mind, it's not important. He's about to speak. And Walter begins speaking.
Like he lived.
Walter, by the way, this is going to be a long monologue. You guys may wish to pull out a notebook. Because Tal's not around to take notes. So someone might want to write this down.
Recording now.
Claire's, you got
No, I don't.
Aren't you? Yeah, isn't it recording?
It is recording, but I don't, remember, I don't know much about this recording thing, and it's best if you guys also take notes.
I'm not going to remember any of it.
Alright, let's go.
So,
Typing hands are out.
Stop it!
Yay, we're free.
Stop it!
Let's go, Mitchie. Let's go, Mitchie.
You can do it.
You can
first
do it.
off, Aria,
Yes.
recently, your inheritance came into question. It appears that all sort of documentation involving your titles and deeds have vanished.
What?
We suspect that some thievery has been involved. A member of the Branch family.
Okay, hold on. Stop it.
Is there something knocking off your camera, or is it just jumping?
This asshole.
Oh, hi, Cat.
I'm waiting for you, Claire, to be ready.
Yeah.
A member of the Branch family. Ventress Hawkins has made a claim to your birthright. As such, we could not legally stop them from taking ownership of the estate. We could only stall them.
Oh boy.
They've already been making laws over Tathing Dwen with us being able to prevent or change them. And worse, they've made a few in Alvis's name, forging the papers and signing them. Legally, I can do nothing to intervene, as it would mean war between our two city-states if I did. The only thing I can do is provide a guiding presence and attempt to prepare the household for the transfer. Your arrival may change that. In 2 months, legally, Ventress Hawkins will own Tathingdwen and all of your estate. Unless something can be done to prove your birthright. There's another issue as well. And by now, you guys have reached a pair of ornate doors. Aria, you recognize this as the master bedroom. Before we go in, though, and I explain the other problem, does anyone have any questions?
I do, but they're not relevant to the adventure.
Okay, go ahead and ask. May?
This is a serious question. Please don't.
Okay, go ahead and ask.
This isn't in character.
I'm calling you out.
How much would you check and what check?
Where did that come from?
God damn it!
What?
No.
The answer's
I've asked that like every single time.
the answer's 3 and lose an inspiration.
I never had anything.
Wait, I don't get it. What's going on?
He's just making a joke. It was a really bad one. Anyways, does anyone have any questions?
What?
Who's chucking wood?
I have a legitimate question.
Zarus has a question now.
now.
I saw
No, he's
Zarus
raising
raise his hand
about
first.
Checking wood.
I saw Earl raise his hand first, so Earl, you're up.
Oh.
He was raising his hand because he was the one chucking wood.
Oh, okay, never mind. Heather, Heather, go ahead and ask.
Oh.
How does one prove a birthright? They're alive, so their birth is proven. How does one prove the right of birth?
Paperwork.
Paperwork.
Mostly.
Barring that, we might be able to do some political machinations in order to put Aria back into her birthright.
Well, I guess what I'm confused on is how did she lose it? Is like the paperwork showing she was born missing, or
The will
Most
for
likely changed.
the will, as well as all sorts of family tree documentation involving Aria, have been scrubbed clean of her presence.
Deck of many things.
but she's very much alive, and you guys very much know her. So it's just a matter of fixing the paperwork and.
It's a matter of we have no way to prove that her father left the estate to her and not Ventress. And Ventress has paperwork claiming that she has ownership to the estate. That has been frauded.
Right.
Meaning that
So ultimately we just need to figure out how to make it proven again.
the situation is far more complicated than that, however, because of political allies and such. The paperwork doesn't matter as much as who's backing who, and Ventress's power play has caused many of the main branch's allies to swap to her instead. Or to try and take a neutral standpoint because Aria isn't present.
But now that she is, something might be able to be done about it.
Exactly. And as mentioned, we have one other problem. But we'll get to that. Does anyone have any more questions about what I've already said?
Missing paperwork, political backing, blah blah blah, proving she's alive. We got it.
Aria,
Yes?
you haven't really been here, have you?
What do you mean?
Well, from the sounds of it, this place is supposed to be yours, and you're supposed to rule this place, correct?
I was to inherit it. Yes.
But you're hardly ever here.
That's
Would you-
because I on an adventure to prove myself. And then I got involved in, well, what we are doing.
That's another issue. Lady Aria, your father has passed.
No, he's been dead for years.
Oh yeah, right. Sorry. Yeah,
He
you.
just doesn't.
Yeah, you're trying to prove yourself for the inheritance to be able to claim it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Thank you. I forgot that.
yeah.
I was like, do I need to go over this? And I was like, no, I don't need to go
Your
over
father
this.
has passed.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Essentially,
Oh, right.
essentially, this other woman is claiming that she proved herself the inheritor.
Yeah.
Anyone else questionizing anything?
Well, what I'm thinking is, you're gonna, I don't know, you won't be here to rule these people, or will you? Is that your plan? Are you planning on leaving us?
Tybalt quickly pipes in. Locrian, you might not know this, but in a few years' time, the Meridana is caught in a time stop, meaning that time doesn't progress. And in the meantime, she has a full staff of people who can run the house in her absence. Good thinking, though. And you feel like a little mental head pat.
Okay.
You gain an inspiration out of pity.
Oh, thanks.
I want.
I already had it. But thank
You
you.
already had the pity inspiration.
I already had an inspiration.
Simon, I haven't heard anything from you in a bit.
No, Simon's just listening, but he's like, if it's political backing with me around, and we can probably turn some of the other houses to, like, help if we can prove enough.
Yes, Prince Armio, correct?
Yes.
Your backing would be greatly appreciated, but we'll need to go about it lightly, as it could be easily turned against us as an act of aggression against the city-states.
Yep.
You need to remember-
That's why I've been quiet. I don't want to start anything between Matriston and this place.
Vorkar. We're an alliance of city-states, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
The city-states are all run by a different branch of the Hawkins family.
Okay.
Meaning
so it's a few.
your involvement in our family's politics could be very influential or very disastrous, depending on how we go about it and of how we counter the other branches' machinations against it.
Mm-hmm. I'm very aware of this.
I'm just not gonna bring up my lineage. That'll be great.
Shit, no, he recognizes the hammer. Definitely him and Blackrand are friends.
What?
Oh, yeah. I see that one of you is carrying a replication of one of Blackrand's hammers.
No, it's the real thing.
He blinks at you.
It is the real thing.
Yeah.
How did he come across it?
Uh-oh.
Tybalt goes, oh no, oh no, oh no, in all of your heads.
It was
No,
handed
there's
to him. It was passed on to him.
Wait, why am I crossing my fingers?
I have spoken with Blackrand myself.
He's handed down his hammer? Has he retired then? This is before he dies! Remember that!
I do not know the entirety of the details, but I do know that Zarus is someone that I trust.
Very well, his influence could be very strong as well. It's always nice to see another paladin of my religion.
Oh.
He's had some disagreements.
So, Bo pats you on the shoulder.
This sounds like a very complex issue. Zarus, was it?
Yeah.
Perhaps another time you and I could have a discussion on faith. For now, however, I'm more occupied with securing my cousin's legacy.
Yeah. whatever help they need, I'll readily provide.
Now, it sounds like no one else has any more questions.
Now, what's this other issue?
He opens the door, and you see an elderly, elvish man laying on the bed unconscious, dressed in full armor. Aria, Alvis is here. And he is...
He's a monk. Why is he in armor?
Huh?
He's a monk. Why is he in armor?
It's ceremonial armor. It's what your family buries their dead in.
He still had 50 years left.
He's not dead yet, Lady Aria. However, a few days ago... Sorry, not a few days ago, but a few months before Ventress's claim, he was attacked. An assassin poisoned him. We managed to retrieve him, but the assassin fought us off before we could capture them.
Poison, you say?
Alvis...
Yeah, poison you say.
Alvis has been poisoned by some unknown memes, and we've not memes.
Poison by memes, you say?
Alvis has been...
Poisoned by me!
You could say we all have been there.
I knew I was gonna... The second it came out of my mouth, I was like, well, we're gonna get derailed from that, aren't we?
You know it.
You're poisoned by me!
Bork shows up for a moment. Did somebody say memes? And then vanishes.
The king of me!
Anyways,
Stop.
he was poisoned through unknown means. We've already attempted all conventional methods, including hiring a very skilled apothecary. Nothing we've done has woken him from his slumber. This happened... Well, we've tried magic, we've tried antidotes to all known conventional poisons, at least to myself and Melissa.
Your paladin power didn't do it?
It didn't do anything.
Has anyone kissed him?
No one's... Nobody's kissed him, and I would ask you to refrain from doing so.
I'm not offering.
Melissa raises her hand. She's in grief. Her husband died. I mean, fiancé. And Walter gives her a look.
His husband?
Walter,
His husband?
Walter gives her a look. And she quiets down.
Honestly, if you tried to kiss Elvis, he'd probably smack you even in death.
This is true.
I mean-
Several times we've tried to approach him while he's been comatose, and he has reacted with spasms of violence.
That is definitely something you should have started with.
I did not expect that your friends would attempt to kiss him, Lady Aria. You are traveling with some very interesting adventurers.
It's just
You
rumors I've
literally
heard.
do not even know the half of it.
Elandra has a quick flashback to Mickey. Yeah.
Wait, when did we kiss Mickey?
No, just getting beat up by Mickey.
You guys got it.
Zarus is here now. He'll just take all the hits.
In any event, I believe our first task is getting rid of the rabble out in front of the manor.
Oh, I can do that.
I can do that
Wait,
too.
how cleanly do you want it done? And I'm not talking about any kind of violence, by the way.
They are about to amass into a riot. So delicately.
Yeah, I can chill him out.
I am absolutely certain that the person speaking to them is an experienced bard, hired by Ventress's branch in order to stir up the populace.
Yeah, I can calm him down.
Are you attempting to do so with a spell?
I mean, potentially, but, you know, I'm also a fairly accomplished bard.
Be very careful with spells and the like. if he catches on to you casting a spell, he might be able to whip the crowd that you can't calm into a frenzy over the fact that you are casting spells to influence their minds.
Okay, so no plant growth.
So
Zarus might need to take this one.
Well, I mean, what if he were to, I don't know, stop being able to speak, and everybody stops being able to listen to him? Can he still do the influencing?
I could do that.
Yeah.
I do not think
Yeah, but
casting
that's a
silence
form of
would be a good
aggression.
idea.
Arya says that she does not think casting silence would be a good idea.
It's a form of aggression.
Lady Arya, I have things to attend to in the manor. Would you be able to sort this?
Yes.
I leave Melissa at your disposal.
And she sees her cousin off with a polite bow.
He walks away, hands still clasped behind his back. Okay.
He's usually more jovial than that.
Yeah, I kind of get the feeling that your town is a bit of a tightwad right now, but it's understandable.
Yeah, he actually is way more jovial than that, Arya. You can tell he's in serious Walter mode.
Yeah, and he's just as dangerous as Alvis when it comes to that.
Yeah. Serious. And by the way, guys, Arya, would you like to explain how powerful Alvis is to have been poisoned like this?
To quote what I said to Earl literally just last night when he was asking about which character to bring, because he was asking if maybe he should bring Kane, though he would just do whatever he wants, I'd say he'd be on a short leash because he'd be kept on a short leash with the overly powerful, god-slaying ex-assassin monk, now Arya's butler, around.
Alvis is a level 20 monk.
And that's after I nerfed him.
Yeah.
With old age debuffs and limiting him to only level 20.
Alvis is very powerful, guys.
So it's Alfred.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you guys can come up with a plan to deal with the guy out front. Go! Let me know when you're done.
Well, Zarus is probably better at mundane talking people down. And I know that I could easily talk over the guy to the point that anything he says is inconsequential. Dylan's face, he knows what I'm thinking.
Just get on with it. Fuck me in the ass.
Ew.
I
Well,
mean,
since you asked,
If you two have ideas, I'm open to hearing them.
it sounds
that
like
was
we're...
my idea. I'm gonna talk the heck over the other bard to the point that nobody can even hear him, so that Zarus.
Heckle him.
Well, it's gonna be more than heckling. It is magic, but
Thermaguri?
no. I've been working on something in my downtime. Martin.
I knew it.
Zarus
Oh,
and
sweet Jesus.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. Oh, God.
I
nearly took that.
You're just saying inconsequential, and then Zarus can talk to the crowd and be about your business. Go back to your home. Shit's good.
Guys,
Bye-bye.
Zarus can talk over the crowd.
Wait,
Zarus and Bo have a lot more experience than Aria when it comes to diffusing a hostile situation. She's
okay. Who should I enhance ability on?
Zarus, because I can cast my spell fine, but Zarus needs to be able to do better on his diplomacy checks.
Alright.
And I'm going to be
Okay.
inspiring the fuck out of Zarus too, so just bardic inspiration in advance.
Can he get double bardic inspiration?
You can only use one at a time, but I would say go for it. That
Uh,
way, if you have to make multiple rolls. Plus, he already gets a +3. So
I mean, I'll inspire him after he uses his.
you can cast Bless on yourself if you want.
Oh shit! Can you do that?
Yeah. You
I
can
got
target
it.
yourself.
Zarus is like, alright, guys.
Real quick, sneeze for me.
Yeah.
Sneeze for me.
Fanar.
That's you.
Oh, losing inspiration!
No! No! Fight me!
You can keep it, but that's your warning.
Ladies and gentlemen, fight your DMs.
Was that a convincing sneeze?
It was pretty convincing. Even with the acting and everything. So yeah, so I'm gonna go start having an argument with this guy. And Zarus, you're gonna have to stand away from me so they can hear you too.
And then I cast enhance ability on Zarus, Eagle Splendor.
Oh shit.
Oh, I was gonna divine, like, I was gonna channel divinity me and Bow.
I mean, you should still do that, and we'll both be boosted out the AF.
I mean, I already have advantage.
That's what we're looking at right now.
Pretty much. Let's prep for this
Double
shit.
check my oath.
Alright, so we're both got, as long as we're, how big is your aura range? 30 feet?
No, 10 feet. I'm not that strong yet.
Okay, so I won't get any +3s, but that's okay, I'm casting stuff. So you'll get your +3, you have Bardic Inspiration ×2, you have Eagle Splendor, and then you have your Divine What's-a-Madoodle.
I can do that, just give me a sec. I need to make sure that it's not just...
Plus I'm probably gonna...
Dylan, did we say it was the paladin and one other person, or just 2 allies? I don't remember.
Check on the sheet.
Yeah, it's probably just the paladin and 1 ally, so never mind.
By the way.
Yeah.
Look. May.
What?
Hey,
May.
it's Gundad.
I'm jealous. A friend sent this to me.
But my favorite is my boy.
I was looking for one for you, but you
I
know,
can't afford Funko
This
Pops,
is
so-
my boy.
Wait, you were looking
I
for one
prefer
for me,
stuffed
May?
animals.
yeah, you were looking for. I remember you looking for one, so I was like, oh, if I find it next,
Yeah, I like
yeah, I
so.
got one in chance.
But yeah, totally. We can definitely do this.
Martin is holding up like, I don't know, a dildo or something.
I can't even see him right now. It's kind of upsetting because
Is it alcohol?
It's a
I'm
black
just
screen to
fine.
me.
It's alcohol, isn't it?
Sake.
Sake.
There's Martin. Look at that. Look at that beautiful man. I drink to you.
So, do you guys have a plan?
Yeah, I'm gonna go outside, and I'm gonna try and blathering bard him. Zarus is gonna try and inspire the crowd, and if all else fails, I can use enthralling performance because it's not a spell; it is an ability.
Well then.
Because I'm a glamour bard, so heck that
Oh,
guy.
damn it, Mitch. I can't see everyone.
You can't see what?
I can't see Clara's.
Okay,
And I can't see Mitchie.
so you guys, are going out there then?
Yeah, we're like all prepped and.
I
boosted and
fucking,
up and-
I can't believe too, by the way, that the session where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have a bard social session, like a bard social challenge, like you guys have to deal with a single enemy bard. Fucking 3 bards are playing today, Jesus Christ.
And Varus.
And Zarus,
And
it's,
the paladin.
you guys literally have the anti-this challenge team. Like, this specific challenge.
Guys, I don't know how good my speeches are gonna be.
But you have advantage, so
As much as we could, and if you fail, I'll come in to back you up, and then you'll have to distract the guy. But for now, let's.
worst case to worst, I can always sing.
Alright, I'm just putting on Bloig's theme because I like it. You guys all go out. Tell your mom I say hi, Earl, and tell her thank you again for me.
They can hear you.
Oh,
Oh,
hello!
Howdy.
Hi.
that's my mom.
Yeah, I
Hi,
like.
Mom.
Yeah, she
Hi.
sent me
can't
to
see
Downfall forever ago. Your mom is the best.
I can't see your.
Thank you.
your
No,
webcam.
thank you.
Love you too, Mom. Good night.
The maid got your plate?
Yeah.
All right. So, wait, was that Russell back there?
No, he's my stepdad.
Oh. Anyways, so you guys all head back out. Yeah, Mitchie has been stone-faced this whole time. Like, Mitchie, are you okay, dude?
I mean,
I'm
he's stone faced
stone-faced?
with a smile.
That was what I was saying Martin for.
All right.
He's like
Can you see me?
Stone Lisa.
I've been told that before, Martin. It's okay.
I'm good, man. What are you talking about? Lisa, good.
Oh God! I just saw what Martin typed. Martin.
Holy
He's not alone. He's not the first one.
Wait, Dylan, that's the size of the fucking alcohol we had? That thing?
What?
That fucking gallon?
Why can't I see?
Oh, you guys can see my cat just dead in the floor. By the way, hold on.
Yeah.
Because you were saying that you opened the door and you all see, and I went, a cat. Because she plopped down.
Oh yeah, that was the size of the the tankard.
The dagger was that big?
Yeah, the sneaky.
That's a
Yeah.
short sword at this point.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Are you okay, Zarus?
Can't see Mitchie.
I can't see
Oh.
Martin or you. I can see everyone else.
I can't see Zarus.
So fast.
I can see everybody except Ash, because Ash isn't sharing camera, but that's okay, no problem.
Oh, I can't see Scry or Ceres.
Look, Heather. Look,
The scry is the web.
Heather, look.
Which?
Heather. Look.
I am looking, I'm just, my screen is this way. That's why I waved.
Look at the kitty.
Hello.
And
What
now I
the
just
hell is
lost Locrian.
Huh?
Give me a moment. I'm just.
What kitty is that?
This is Pixel.
I'm gonna refresh.
Hi, Pixel.
Her sister has the same color pattern, but instead half her face is orange and the other half is
There's
black.
Ceres.
There is in the gear bar, if you scroll all the way down, a reconnect button.
Okay,
I see.
so
Okay, I see everyone except Bo.
y'all go on and get out of that.
Everyone but Mitchie right now.
Can you see me?
I can see everyone.
You guys go.
I can't see you, Ceres.
Michi's face is currently a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry, let me know when you're done and I'll let you know. Martin, yes!
Yes. What?
How dare.
Hmm.
Let me know when you guys are ready.
There's Mitchie!
That was adorable.
Let me know when you guys are ready.
Ready.
Alright.
I can't see the DM anymore, though.
That was my speech about. What am I trying to do?
Yeah, that's you guys.
You're trying to convince the crowd. Okay,
Not
we're gonna have to
right.
hear what the guy says first, so you can convince them of the opposite, pretty much, because he's about to get them to cause a riot, and you need to do the opposite.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, I haven't played Skier.
Because if I try to use my magic to charm the crowd, it's gonna go badly. So I'm trying to.
I got my magic.
Huh? What?
I got my magic.
Right, your magic is your face, so. So I'm gonna go distract the bard, and you're gonna try and convince the crowd to calm their shit and go home.
Disperse, citizens!
Pretty much. Just like.
You are in a restricted area. Disperse now.
I don't.
Do you guys want to plan anything else? What are your other bars gonna be doing?
An idea that that you could go with, Zarus, is mentioning that you're here for the final army. You are because you are wearing your insignia.
I do.
Right. But we did establish that might cause timey-wimey bullshit, so.
Not really, because if they aren't supporting the final army would send representatives to probably petition them to try to, or have negotiations to see if you're not going to send people, perhaps send more money.
Give us more money, please.
So, honestly, also showing Blackren's hammer, it'll be kind of a badge of yeah, this is definitely sponsored by the final army, because as you know, Blackren is in the final army, and he sent me.
So I think you got your speech.
Okay, cool. I just really needed you guys to flesh out my speech, kind of, about what I was doing, because I've been making my drinks really strong.
Oh no! Earl, no. Oh god.
Earl, please. Please,
Oh,
Earl.
gosh.
Like, I was like, Zarus got hit with the drinks real hard.
Oh,
Oh,
is that what? Oh shit.
well, you didn't
Alright,
get
well
hard
this is
enough
why
to
you
start.
got all the boosts.
What's Mitchie doing? What's Locrian gonna do? What's everyone else doing? Remember, you've got
Coming along.
Smoking.
Singing a song.
smoking weed? What?
No, what?
Weed every day.
It's
No.
9:20, not 4:20.
Oh my
Who's
god.
coming along? Wait. Gonna see whenever it's my chance to go. Nah. Wait, I'm following. I'm coming along just to see how this goes on.
Give the other guy
Perhaps,
disadvantage.
actually, perhaps you.
You might need to inspire us to do better.
Well,
Should be our
he's currently
inspired.
out. That drink is currently outed him as an elf. I don't know how well that would be a good idea.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you
is that
should.
thing still in my hand?
Keep your hands in your
Yeah,
pockets.
you should either follow us with your hands in your pockets and inspire us,
Or stay inside.
Alondra, you look
maybe
like an
stay
elf
inside
right
and work
now.
with everyone else to figure out how to unfold.
No, I recast it.
Well, let's
I
see.
told you, tell me when 55 minutes were up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it happened a while ago.
Can I stick out my hand and see if it's still green?
Yeah,
Still green?
yeah.
Can I prestidigitate my hand blue?
Nope.
Why?
Why?
Your nails are
No.
green, not your hands.
Your hands become blue. Your nails remain green. The colors
Do
clash.
you not have disguise self?
What's that?
Apparently not.
Apparently
Yeah, no,
not.
that's like Bo and Elandra's gimmick.
Yeah. Why don't you?
Oh,
Why don't you stay inside?
I mean, I guess I could.
you wait till
And some gloves.
Kane gets to level 9. You guys will cry.
Yeah, but I get to do it for free all the time, so it's my gimmick.
Kane will too.
Can I borrow some mittens,
I
maybe?
can basically do it for
You
free.
have
That's fine,
mittens?
What'd you say, May?
Nothing.
Aria, do you think there'd be mittens somewhere in this big ol' house?
It is cold out.
I would assume we'd have some. We
You looking for
Because I'm
problems there,
feeling-
Elsa?
I'm feeling kind of chilly
Let it
right
go.
now.
Let it go.
is there anything else outing him as an elf?
Not really.
Not at the moment, anyway.
Oh, I don't know. Like,
So who's playing outside besides Zarus and Bo?
amazing charisma.
Elandra is.
Elandra's coming?
Yeah.
Okay. And Locrian with his hands in his pockets is following, or Locrian with his hands out of his pockets is helping with this thing? Where's Locrian going?
I am coming along with my hands in mittens or my hands in pockets, whichever one.
Cool.
Aria's gonna stay inside because her going out right now could turn volatile. They could use it against us.
Hey Simon, you want to come with? You look pretty.
I don't know what my presence there would actually.
We can use it that you're also petitioning for.
Oh, we did
Sure.
establish that we needed to take that tenderly, so...
What happened?
Are you well known in the area?
He's a prince.
Royal.
I'm a queen, but I'm not a queen of this area. So, are you well known in this area? Would they recognize you
I
upon sight?
mean, are you a queen in Meridana?
I'm implying not, but I didn't want to say that in front of other people.
No, there's no one around apart from Melissa.
Oh, what's his face is gone? Okay.
Yeah, just Melissa, the maid, and she seems really skillful, but not all there, you know.
Right. So Bo is still being delicate.
And I'm a prince from another country.
Check her stats to make sure I didn't give her a negative intelligence or something.
I mean, your stats don't mean anything. I give them the stats at the end.
Okay, so you can. You want me to try and like make you up so you can come with?
I'd rather just be a presence, not actively speak, really.
You don't have to speak. Your presence alone will speak volume.
That's why. That's what I said.
Okay, so
I
you
said
want to be as you
I'll
are,
be there. Mm-hmm.
and you want to be present so that people see you, but you don't want to say anything.
Yes, because anything that I say could be held against us.
All right.
Bad boys,
There's-
bad boys.
Well, I think that's pretty much everything we need then, because we've got everyone going with us except for Aria, because Aria's Aria.
But is Locrian staying inside? Or
No, Locrian's coming with his hands in his pants. Pants pockets, you dirty birds.
Their hands in my pant.
Your hands in your pants.
My hands in my pant.
And then as soon as Zarus gets back, I guess we can go. Unless you want me to start the yammering early. Oh, where'd Scribe Portal go?
I mean, I'm still waiting on you guys to tell me that you're ready to go.
I just... Okay,
We're
hey
ready to
Dylan!
go!
Hey Dylan! As soon as Zarus gets back, I said, do you want us to start now and we start distracting the other bard, or do you want us to wait until... here he is. Never mind. So...
Wait for him, yeah.
Okay, well he's here, so...
Okay.
Zarus, y'all here?
Yeah,
Any last things that you guys want to say?
we lost the stream.
What do you mean we've lost the
said
stream?
Portal disappeared like 20 seconds ago.
What do you mean we lost the
Streams are
stream?
going.
He didn't hear me, did he?
What? Stream's going.
Well, Scribe Portal is not on Roll20 anymore, is that what we were saying?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's
No, it's not.
It's not on me.
still there for
It
me,
might
and
be-
the stream is still live.
There for me.
Alright, well, just keep an eye on it, because yeah, maybe it might drop. Oh, hey, someone else here, Martin. Well, we'll see. If it goes down, you can update it. If it comes back up,
Okay. So,
okay. So we're going outside.
yeah, you guys leave outside to the front. It's a bit of a hike down the roadway. Normally there'd be carriages to take you, but, well, obviously there's not right now.
Martin says they lost the stream.
Okay, so they did lose the stream, I guess.
No, it's going for
Yeah,
me.
James says it's still got this.
The stream is still going, guys.
Hmm.
Stop worrying about the stream. At this point, if we lose the stream, there's nothing I can do about it. I can't stop
Okay.
whatever technical issue there is. I can't
Okay.
do anything about it because it doesn't look like there's a technical issue on my end. And this
Alright.
is just part of the problem with me needing to stream while I'm trying to run it. I have to have like 8,000 tabs open already. Kills my computer.
Okay,
It's just an unavoidable thing. We can't really deal
Alright.
with it.
we got it. We're outside.
Cool.
Okay, I'm not roboting anymore.
Here comes funding to give him a better computer.
That'd be nice. So, you guys come outside. It's a bit of a trip down the way, and you start being able to hear raised voices. You guys can
Some of
roll.
what he's saying first.
Well, I was getting to that, but I just got interrupted. So, you guys want to roll me perceptions to see if you can make out what he's saying from here. It's a group check.
Group check.
That 20.
Nice.
Oh.
Okay, I got 4. There's more than 4 people playing. I think I've got 6 players tonight.
We're missing Simon.
And Aria.
I'm not there.
What do you mean
Yeah.
you're not there?
I didn't go. I stayed inside. I'm
Okay.
not gonna let them use my presence as a weapon.
Okay, good call. Simon,
It is I.
I need a perception from you. Okay, so you guys can make out that he is mostly talking about of how that they're staying up in their manor. They're sending money, but they aren't sending enough money. They're not sending people. That they do not support the final army because Alvis Ray is a traitor. The crowd is beginning to work up, and Bo, as you get closer, you can see this guy's using enthralling performance. He's a glamour bard too.
Interesting.
You guys are now at the gate. The crowd can see you. And one of them calls out, "Look! People came out of the manor!" The guy turns to you. Are you guys, like, armed?
Not actively.
So you left all your weapons inside?
I mean,
No.
Zarus has Blackran's hammer at his hip.
Yeah. The bard takes notice of that, the guy in the lead. And he points at you guys and he yells. He's in simple worksman's clothing. He doesn't look like a bard, but Bo, you know he is one.
Oh yeah.
And he points at you guys and says, "Look, they send guards to beat us down." The crowd begins to be whipped into a frenzy. You guys are going to need to act quick in order to calm them.
Cool.
The crowd has swelled since the last you saw them. It now seems to be about 300 people instead of 100.
I'm gonna start doing the thing against the barge that Zarus can talk to the group.
You're doing blathering bard, so you're just now suddenly just shouting and yelling over him and making weird sounds.
Well, yeah, pretty much I'm starting to rant and rave at him and... What? What are you saying? What? You don't know what you're talking about. What? No, you got everything all wrong. Yeah, just rambling and being loud and making him not be able to be heard.
Okay. Yeah, you begin casting that. It is verbal, but it's not a spell anyone knows, so they don't really realize that you're casting a spell.
Yeah.
Since it's its first use. However, from now on, going forward after this, it will become known that this is a spell. Okay?
If this... Will it though? Because aren't we in like a separate timeline?
It will because of mechanics.
Oh, yeah.
I'm being generous,
It
letting them
happened
not...
in the multiverse, therefore it can happen.
Yeah,
Got it.
now that you've casted it once in the multiverse, it now exists in the multiverse.
It's kind of like Kane's Black Blood Strike. Once Kane used it, there are other people in the multiverse that can now use it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. No big deal.
So, yeah, the guy now can't be heard anymore, but that does nothing to calm the crowd.
That's his job.
In fact, it only seems to make them more upset, as now, like, the bard is actively being spoken over.
There's. What do you think?
Alright.
You got this.
So,
That's two allies, too, so Zarus, you need to go quite a far away from them.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the point.
Yeah, that was the plan.
Okay, cool, just making sure that you knew.
Yeah.
Zarus will move over far enough away, and he will unclasp his shield from his arm and let it fall to the floor.
Bump.
And he will take the hammer and kind of place it down so that the hammer, like the end of it, is on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And he will go, "We are not here to beat you down. This hammer, as you can all see, is not one of aggression, but one of protection. This is the hammer of Blackren Trueheart, a badge of support from the final army, as I am a representative." And he moves his cloak to show that there's a final army symbol on his armor.
Uh-huh.
Fuck. Sorry, I'm like...
You got it.
We are not here to cause aggression towards your people, nor any of that. We are here to negotiate and speak with the Hawkins family and Alvis Ray on all of Meridana's behalf. We seek as you know, the Final Army to protect and provide a better future for all of Meridana and all of its residents. This is not an act of aggression. This person that speaks, I will listen to them. I will listen to all of you. We seek to make this a better place, not for one group, but for everyone that has stepped foot on Meridana.
Zarus?
This is the Final Army's hope. You are the hope. Everyone in Meridana is the hope that drives the Final Army forward to save this world. To save our world.
Zarus, I loved that speech, but I have some bad news for you, dude.
That's fine.
Roll me a reflex save.
Actually, it's something that's gonna hit me, right?
Not from the crowd.
What? I didn't do it.
Zarus, a sacred flame cast down from the heavens as you invoke Ulfring's name, comes down and smites you.
I don't say Ulfring's.
When did he say Ulfring's name?
You didn't, but you raised his hammer and claimed it was.
I didn't raise the hammer.
No, but you did. Sorry, you didn't raise the hammer, but you did use it in the argument and said that this is a hammer of protection, and Ulfring let you get away with it once back before in Port Brixton. He's not letting you get away with it now. As Ulfring,
I mean, okay, that's fine. That's 100% fine. I'm gonna use this.
All right.
Fuck Ulfring. Why? Because Ulfring's a piece of shit.
And he actively smites your ass for 30 damage.
That's fine. And I will go.
The crowd cries out, "His own god smites him!"
No, this is wrong. I will show you. This is not that of a god that protects. This is a sign of aggression. Look, as they attacked me without provocation. Why would Ulfring, one who is sworn to protect all of Meridana, attack one of its own people that seeks to save it? This is obviously shown as a corruption. It is shown that those that are willing to work with each other is being worked against. This is not what we and all of Meridana have been working towards. This is not what the Final Army has been working towards. That is why it's called the Final Army. This will be the last army needed, as we will all work together to protect Meridana.
Does anyone want to assist him to give him advantage on this?
I'm not giving him
he hasn't brought
advantage.
against
I already have advantage.
Does anyone want to assist him then to lower the DC by 5?
Yeah!
I'm busy. So
There we go! I hear Locrian.
Simon steps up.
Yeah, it's all
I,
about the
Prince of
Final Army.
Maastricht,
Oh, hold on, Locrian.
Yeah, go ahead, Ali.
Simon steps up and says, I, Prince of Maastricht and Simon Armio, agree with what Zareth Bromwich here is saying.
Now, before we get into Locrian's assistance, Alex, I need to know something important.
Yeah.
Did Simon Armio allow the draft in Maastricht?
He was one of the many votes that
For?
agreed to it.
For it? Okay, in that case, yeah, that means that as a small note, Alex, in this case, it's favorable. But just as a note, that means that some of your people were drafted unwillingly into the Final Army. Just letting you know.
Mm-hmm.
Locrian. Alex, you don't need to roll anything. Your social standing, your noble background trait, I'm allowing to carry weight here. Okay?
Yes.
So just the fact that Simon just came forward and said that is huge. Locrian.
Yes.
How are you assisting?
I'm gonna say, yeah, the final army is here. They're here to try and negotiate. Yeah, go final army. I'm like throwing my voice from the background.
All right, go ahead.
No.
Roll performance.
Oh my god.
Keep forgetting he can do that.
All right, Zarus, roll me your persuasion at advantage.
With bardic inspiration, if you really.
I
want
swear to Christ, if
And
this
bless.
is.
it. Oh, yeah. And +3.
Oh, sweet lord.
Go ahead and add the rest. Go ahead and add the rest. Let's see
Well,
how's it
what
roll.
was it, D8?
So you're at 27.
No, I don't. I already have mine factored in.
Oh, that's hard.
And a D4.
49.
29.
30.
Lord in
30.
heaven.
So
Sweet,
hey Dylan, how about 30?
sweet Jesus. That's why I said, how about 30?
Oh, I didn't. Oh.
And Bo is still blathering, so they can't even hear the bard's counter arguments. Shit, Zarus, you may have just talked your way out of being smited by a god.
What? Let him smite me again. I will show further how Ulfring is corrupt.
Nah, he
I
can't. He
deal
only
with this asshole.
no more cosmic energy comes down to buffet you, Zarus. And the crowd stops to listen to what you say because you still haven't convinced them why they should leave yet. Just the fact that you should listen.
Yeah, that's the point. I need them to listen before I can, like, talk to them.
They are listening right now. And Zarus, you need to roll a wisdom save.
What?
No more physical cosmic energy comes down to you.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
You still get that plus D4.
Yeah,
Fucking bless.
Oh my god.
Roll the d4.
and the D8.
And the d8. He gets another bardic inspiration? Jesus.
Yeah, I gave
Yeah,
you one.
because Locrian gave me one too.
God damn it!
We were prepared for this shit.
Fucking bards! Okay, you resist the fact that Ulfing just tried to curse you.
Fuck off. See, this is what I'm talking about! Fuck off!
However,
First place.
however, in character, nobody sees or knows that.
Zarus does.
When Ecstasy made it up on the spot that Ulfing had died, it's getting more and more true by the moment.
Fuck off, brain guys.
Yeah. Alright, yeah. They are listening to you, and you didn't get cursed.
Good.
For blaspheming against...
Alright, Ulfring, you see this? You see this? I'm sorry, I'm really pumped right now because fuck Ulfring.
Disperse the crowd. You can do it.
Alright,
Remember, you're still enhanced ability.
we got this. Alright.
You have one more inspiration left.
Don't worry, I still have all
He
three
doesn't-
left.
He doesn't need inspiration. He's got advantage on all charisma.
Alright. Zarus looks out over the crowd. He lets go of the hammer, and it's flat, so it stands on its own. Much like this hammer, all of us stand on our own, but it is not without the help of the foundation that has been built by the people that have come before us, and the people that have protected us long enough to have made this foundation. Please, I beg of you, me and other people who are giving their lives in the final army, believe in the family that has built this town with you, that has defended this town with you. We will find a way so that all of us can work together, all of us can live together, all of us can forge a destiny, all our own, and move forward into a brighter, happier Meridana. And we can all look forward to a future we can all call our own. I ask you to all go to your homes and dream of the Meridana you want. Dream of the Meridana you want to work towards. This is not something that is not out of your reach. We can all work together. We can all be a part of a Meridana that we can look at and go, I'm proud of what I did to make this possible. I am proud to call this my home. I am proud to call this my Meridana.
God damn it. That's a
take a
really
D8.
good speech.
What?
So
Also
really
take a D8.
good speech. Yeah.
Eh.
All
And
right.
This is why I put him in charge of speaking.
Fucking bardic inspirations! God damn it. Who else is... Okay, is anyone else doing anything to assist? Simon, Locrian?
D8 and D4.
Still D4, you can get 30.
You got 32.
There we go.
Simon, Locrian?
To be a Meridian.
Locrian, what are you doing?
Meridian? Eris is the prime meridian.
Simon,
The
Locrian.
Meridana.
Simon, Locrian, what are you guys doing?
Messing them.
Woo! Yeah!
Performance.
I'm actually just thinking I'm proud to be a Meridana, or at least I know I dream of the man in the last final army. So,
Being Canadian, I don't get the reference. Gain an inspiration.
okay.
Oh yeah, you're Canadian.
Oh!
Yeah, that's an America song.
Meridana! Fuck yeah!
Everyone knows that one.
Sweet Jesus. Roll a... Okay.
Meridana, fuck yeah.
What's Simon doing?
Simon's just standing there, nodding. He's. Oh wait, they took away his armor, didn't they?
What? No.
Going into the state? No? Well.
No. So,
he's-
quick question then, Alex. I want to just double check. You have actively pledged that now everyone knows that the prince is here.
Yeah, he mentioned himself.
Okay. You're not certain what consequence that's going to have when Matristan learns that their prince is here, apparently while also being somewhere else.
Well, he'd be
But-
on the mission looking for his sister's medicine.
Oh, yeah, right. He is off on that fucking mission, so he could totally be up.
Yeah.
No wrench for you, GM.
Not yet, apparently. And Blackrend made his wisdom save against Ulfring taking control of the hammer and beating the shit out of Zarus with it.
God, Ulfring 0.
Ulfring? So let's just get this straight, guys. I want everyone to realize this. Out of game, just real quick. Ulfring is trying to stop Zarus from stopping people from attacking other people. Zarus is protecting people, and Ulfring's going, nah, let's just have everyone fight.
Demon Lord of Protection.
Oh, boy.
Chaos.
Zarus, the real Ulfring.
Fucking Christ. Alright. Yeah, they totally buy into your thing, and they begin to disperse. Some of them going, yeah! Yeah!
Meridana. Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's well on his way.
I'm beckoning while I'm blathering at the other guy, I'm beckoning him to come closer and have a genuine discussion with me, which he can't be heard, but I'm telling him to get closer to me, by the way.
Oh, say,
'Cause everyone else is
can
moving, so-
you see?
Zarus, did you see it?
I don't know what to think of this because this is my arc.
For the dogs early.
Early.
What?
We still have 3 sessions left.
You just made him rip up the script.
Okay.
Oh no, this is awesome.
Alright, yeah. The crowd disperses. The bard... I'm guessing you stopped blathering bard when the crowd's out of earshot, right?
Oh, I still wait a little bit. I told him to get closer. I'm waiting for him to get closer.
No, the guy flips you the bird and just walks away.
Quick question.
Yeah.
How big are the grates in the gate?
If you were to do something to him,
that a thin person could just pop through?
no. Otherwise, the crowd would have been doing that.
Does he want near any plants?
Oh, guys, did anything get said in the Twitch chat?
As a
I
warning,
had to close it.
As
I
a-
couldn't keep it open.
as a warning, guys, if you do anything to him, there's still enough people around that there would be witnesses.
Well,
No, we're not gonna do
I
anything.
wants everybody to- I was
Invite him
going to do something.
inside.
I wanted to talk to him. I asked him to come closer so I could actually have a discussion with him.
Yeah, no, he flipped you the bird and just walked away.
Yeah, well... So people can
I
see
mean,
him.
Zarus is gonna walk towards him.
There's a gate in the way.
There's a gate in the way you walk into it.
I,
Oh? I thought we were outside the gate.
No,
we're
you're.
inside the gate. That's the only reason I cast it. Because like,
Throwing speakers.
Oh.
But yeah. Crowd
so do we let him
disperses.
walk away and potentially rile people up another day, or do we figure something out? Because
Well, he's gonna have to work real hard to rile him up beyond this.
Oh yeah, like you guys, look, you guys as bards, entertainers, and shit, you know that now he's not going to be able to pull a crowd because you've just embarrassed him in front of everybody, and he'd have to think of an entirely new tactic, which is unlikely. You've essentially, yeah,
We've solved one enemy.
yeah. He's now he's not dead. He's not dead, and he's not beaten or anything, but he's now essentially impotent. He can't do anything anymore. If he tries to get a crowd together, they'll just be like, "Hey, yeah, last time those guys they came up with really good points."
So,
That's some really good points.
so Dylan, what you need to do is next time you want to be prepared for bow is have 3 bards and a paladin ready.
Fucking apparently, Jesus. Apparently, next time
Honestly, guys,
I want
Zarus
to.
almost didn't go. Like, Kane almost went. And that would have been a completely different speech.
That would have been a really different speech.
yeah, no, I would have tried to make the speech. I wouldn't
Apparently,
have chanced it.
apparently, next time I have to have Ulfring try harder.
We're about to go in person.
To go sit down, because maybe there's someone that's actually protecting the multiverse, and he needs to, like, you know, go on vacation like he planned on Meridana.
Lord, you hate him so much. I remember when I
can't
first.
wait for like a Zarus Ulfring interaction. That
I
shit
can't
is
wait.
gonna
No,
be
legitimately,
so
Zarus has
beautiful.
gotten to the point where he's like, I can work with all the other gods and take the stick out of their ass, but as soon as I see Ulfring, I'm punching him in the goddamn face.
I can't wait for you to sit down and talk religion with. I can't wait for you to sit down and talk religion with Walter. He's not gonna get upset. He knows there's other paladins and people have their opinions.
Yeah.
That's you know what? That's fine. You know what? Ulfring should realize that Zarus legitimately has 2 marks of 2 other gods on his arm, and he has something to do with. Why? Because doing more protecting of the multiverse than Ulfring has been doing of Meridana.
I'm not gonna lie.
Meridana legitimately is frozen in.
Earl, you sound like a jilted lover.
Sorry. I'm so pumped up right now.
Like,
Look at that hat. I'm just like,
I don't think I've seen you get this. I'm still glad that you do get passionate over Ulfring, at least. I remember when he was your favorite. You were like, oh, fuck yeah, Ulfring. Have they heard
He
about
was.
Ulfring?
He was.
He was your favorite. And then-
Ulfring was the. And then it was, no, Ulfring's a piece of shit. Zarus can do this on his own. Then I was like, Ulfring doesn't do shit. Me and Blackren are gonna do this. Then it's, no, I'm gonna do this on my own. Then it's, oh, maybe me and Blackren can work together. Now it's come full circle. Blackren is the enemy.
wait, what?
Blackren is what caused the end of Meridana.
Oh god.
I figured it out.
I haven't
I
ruined
pieced it all together.
ruined anything.
Ulfring.
I will just say right now, don't forget, Ulfring's not petty. He hasn't smited Zarus yet, alright? And Zarus has done some really blasphemous shit. Meaning that, like, yeah, he just did, which means maybe he has a reason for it. You guys haven't met Ulfring. Right now you're just like, fuck this guy we've never met before, who hasn't done anything aggressive. Oh my god.
I bet he doesn't even like checker.
Oh god.
So I
Yeah, he's
should-
not a backgammon guy.
Man,
He doesn't drink tea. He's a complete coffee guy.
do I want to make a shit ton of money in June by having an Ulfring session?
Yeah.
By finally doing the Ulfring arc? I wasn't planning on it until the split. No, I can't
So
do it
here's-
until the split. I gotta wait until the split.
So I foresee Zarus having Ulfring soul binding to him,
Anyways,
and then he makes him be a god of protection.
I think we're good for tonight.
I want to keep going.
Yep, but it's around 11 o'clock.
No, it's not. It's only 10.
Yeah, it's only 10.
Hush y'all.
It's 8 o'clock. What are you guys talking about?
So, we're gonna say goodbye to the stream. Goodbye, stream! Thanks
Bye.
for watching, friendos!
Or thanks for listening.
Oh yeah, that.
Thanks for following in on this episode of Why Ulfring's Not the God of Protection.
Let's hate Ulfring!
Charm